So whatever's highlighted in blue is focus.
Yep. Don't forget, I need you to do those bumper shots at the end.
So then
Same
just
as before.
knock myself out of focus and just put it down.
Use the macro. Best way to do it.
Alright. Kind of like just out of focus. Down. Bumper.
We got SD cards, right?
Yeah, we're rolling on all cameras.
Should I format this?
Yeah.
So you want me to record?
Yeah, we're recording both games. So, one of the guys in the class is going to take the footage and make opens for it. Okay.
No, just setting everything up, getting ready. It's a whole different animal for live sports like this as opposed to esports. So I'm just taking it all in.
Your monitor level, your soft spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably go up in about 5 minutes.
2 hours, 20 minutes is enough. That's what I got my one card.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
So let's get your headset on, and I'll work for it out now.
He was upstairs in the room next door.
He goes around, plays
It's the fun of talent, right? That's why you love us. Good evening. Oh my God. Ugh. Good evening and welcome, Montgomery Mustangs up against the Camden Cougars here tonight. Currently sitting 18-1 overall, 15-1 in conference play. The Montgomery County Community College team looking to take down the Camden Cougars and put themselves in the top 15 for rankings. All that coming at you right after this. I don't think we do commercial breaks, but you know.
Put Donnell's soda and Pringles right up front. Sponsor shots.
That's why I removed these are some of my
Took the
favorite.
label.
Oh, no. It's like heavy duty plastic. So I like took the label off originally because I pick at it and it just comes off eventually anyways. If it wasn't, I just put it up here, you know. Sponsor out.
Hey guys, and welcome to Montgomery County Community College. We are inside the Health Sciences Center's gym here at Bluebell campus. I'm your host Donnell, along with my partner in crime, JD Salzberg. How you feeling about today's game, man?
I'm feeling great. The Montco Mustangs women basketball team going up against the Camden Community College Cougars. Two incredible teams, and Montco looking to make this one really count, make some history, put themselves in that top 15. That's just super exciting, and I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, this is going to be an amazing matchup, specifically because of what JD just mentioned. Camden is ranked 15th in the nation right now, and Montco is just sitting behind them with some votes that's going to really put them over if they were able to pull out a win here today at home. I just say the matchup today is just going to be remarkable, man. It's going to be remarkable.
I'm super excited for it. I mean, this is my first time commentating any type of basketball. Typically, I'm on the esports side of things for the Montco Mustangs, but I got this opportunity, and,
it's great.
Got the women's team now, got the men's team later.
Yeah.
I'm just super excited for a great night of basketball overall.
Yeah, and one thing just to remember that the Mustangs, the Lady Mustangs have been really going through this second half of the season just going amazing. They have just been blowing teams out by 40, by 50, and some teams have been blown out by 60 or plus. And it's just amazing to see that they are really trying to change the trajectory of the game. And ever since Coach Collins of the Mustangs came in pre-COVID, she has changed this program around, and now we're here today.
Yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. Of course, coming off a win on the first of the month, that was up against Northampton Community College, a 74-67 win. Camden also coming off of a win, a 61-40 win off of the Bergen Bulldogs.
Yeah, guys. So we're just Camden is going to come here today. I know that in last semester they lost at Camden, which Camden is a very hard place to play. They have a very great following, a very great fan base, and they're looking to really disrupt the Mustangs' win streak right now. But even though the Mustangs eight players, they've really been a collective team together and brought them to this point.
Yeah, it seems like a really strong depth of field, a really strong lineup despite those more limited numbers that are available to them. Obviously playing throughout these games, and it's obviously played off with some of these huge win last time out as well. So it's going to be fun to kind of see these two teams so close together. I mean, almost call it a battle for the Ben Franklin Bridge.
Yeah, that's about right.
How close these two teams are together.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really interesting tonight to see how these two teams try to disrupt one another. Both of them coming off of wins. Trying to end these seasons on high notes and put them in a great position going. Kind of getting into that postseason.
Yeah,
mindset.
and just before we get with the lineups and everything, we also do want to mention today is sophomore night. So as you can see on the screen, all the girls with the black shirts on will be presenting a presentation to them, some flowers, and as well as a picture with them to just signify their way going through this college and being able to graduate and be able to play here at this game.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff. Happy for all of our seniors that are going to be graduating this semester and doing everything else.
Yeah. We're going to pass it on, and they're going to present the sophomores, and we're going to go from there. As you can see, they're kind of starting to so there's this new concept now, junior college Division III, where teams will shake hands prior to the game and then shake hands afterwards. There were some situations that happened last season with fights and aggressive behavior, so the league wanted to show more respect with teams by shaking hands prior to the game starting.
That's a great show of sportsmanship and a great way to kind of set up the game on a great note.
On a positive note, correct. Yeah, so we're looking forward to this, guys, and really excited about this game today. Number 15th ranked Camden County Cougars are taking on the Mustangs here, and we're going to be presenting the sophomores with their presence here.
Yeah.
All right, so she's going to pass it on to Coach Collins, and Coach Collins is going to give a presentation for the sophomores and maybe like a little speech.
All right, first up we have Rachel. Rachel is one of our captains. She's been so dedicated to us, and we thank you, Rachel.
So if we want to get that Rachel Dunn's video, number 13.
Next up, we have Taisha Walker, aka E. Same thing. She's also a captain. She's also been super dedicated to us. We love you, East. Thank you.
Each is number 10 of the
And
Mustangs.
lastly but not least, we have Kuba, also another captain of ours, super dedicated as well. We love you, Kuba.
And Kumba is number 4, another sophomore. Montgomery start off with the lineups here. And let the games begin. It's going to be a great matchup. The Cougars taking on the Mustangs here in the Health Sciences Center, Montgomery County Community College, Bluebell campus. I just got to say, this is going to be a very highly intensive game, very competitive, and it's going to he's going to have you on your edge of your seat. Let's put it that way.
I'm excited for that. I'm always up for a game that keeps me interested, keeps me
Yes.
intrigued the entire time. You know, both these teams coming in after big wins, looking really good. You know, Mustangs looking to put themselves into that top 15 with the takedown of the Cougars here. So I think it's going to be great to see everything as we are just about to get things all kicked off here.
And I might want to add, just to start things off, this is, like I said, this really should be the Region 19 championship matchup right here, because Camden has a deep, deep team. And Monco only has 8 players right now, which, by the way, they are playing just fantastic. And as Camden gets the ball, she swings it over to number 13, and she drives and gets, number 10, Brianna Kimball with the 2.
A nice little
right off the bat.
A quick little drive to the basket for the Camden Cougars, as right now we've got Ish with the ball. She'll pass it back over to number 14.
Molly, and as looks like Kumba's getting ready to go to work here, she goes all the way to the basket and misses off the side of the rim, but seems that there could be a mix-up here, and I think it's going to be going to Monco ball. It's going to stay possession Monco. It looks like Kumba really has to find her game and inside the paint, because it looks like they're going to be playing her ISO, which personally I don't think Camden should do that. She's very dangerous on the perimeter. As you see, they call a traveling call on Kumba, her first turnover of the game. As Monco tries to find themselves, gets back on defense.
You'll see exactly how Monco adapts for the second possession. Ball driven back upfield by number 10.
Brianna Kimball swings it over. They get down low, and seems like number 34, Julia, just throws up an air ball.
Yeah, and Rachel with the steal, she'll send it over.
And it gets blocked by Camden, number 10, Brianna. She blocks the ball and gets the ball back, and it almost is stolen right back by Alana. Number 14, Camden takes the ball at the baseline. Like I said, this is going to be a very competitive game. If Monco is able to maintain defense and get turnovers, Camden's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah. Camden inbounds the ball.
Ish with the rebound as she starts to push it down the court. Gets over half court. Almost gets it. And she turns the ball over. Their second turnover in a row by the Mustangs. As Camden, number 10, Brianna swings it over to number 34, Julia. And she tries to find number 30, Pons, in the middle, but it seems like she just threw it too far ahead.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a turnover for the Mustangs. Hope they're able to give just a little bit of momentum after this inbound pass. Inbounding it over to Rachel.
And as Ish is coming up with the ball, it seems very like they're going to start running their plays. So it looks like Camden's playing Adriana pretty tightly now as she gets the ball over in the right corner. She wants to set up a play here. It looks like with just 10 seconds left in the shot clock, as Adriana drives to the basket, swings it over to Ish. She drives, looks at somebody. She might be a little stuck there, and turns the ball over for the third possession in a row. As number 2 comes down the court, Erica swings it over to number 10, Brianna. She swings it back, and she sees it down low to number 23. She goes up, and nothing's called. Number 3 for the Mustangs, Asiana, a.k.a. Big A, Baby A, goes up a prayer almost, but Mustangs were able to get the ball back.
A nice little rebound for the Mustangs. They continue to try to drive this ball down towards the net, keeping it out towards the
tries to find some space as she drives, and Ish throws up. It's like there's a foul called on the Cougars. Kumba Samasa is going to the line, shooting 2. It's a great rebound by Kumba as she's there to show that she has a lot of fight in her, and she's not going to give up a fight just to give them the ball.
Yeah, I mean, even in these first couple of plays, neither team really giving up any type of fight. Kumba obviously looking to put Monco's first points on the board with this free throw.
First shot is good by Kumba Samasa, number 4. She's really going to have to play her heart out in this game, and moving forward, she's really going to have to show the league why she's a great player.
Yeah. Coming to the line for her second shot.
Second shot's up, and it is good.
Nice
Kumba
job.
Samasa puts up Monco's first points on the board. 2-2 right now with just under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Camden runs the play, tries to swing it over to number 34.
34 driving.
Number 34, and Asiana tosses a great pass to number 14, and she just misses the layup off the side of the rim. And Camden's able to respond as they get the ball back on the other side of the court. Number 10, Brianna tries to rush to the ball, goes up a prayer, and Kumba Samasa grabs a rebound, hands it over to Ish as she comes down the floor. She drives, and a foul is called.
I believe
Number 10, Brianna with the foul from Camden, and push Taisha at the line, shooting 2. And this is something that Monco's going to need to do, to drive to the basket, get fouled, and get to the line.
Yeah, and Ish has, on those first couple of possessions, really driven to the basket. The first time we've seen on her way to the basket.
Correct.
A couple of turnovers in the first couple of possessions, but hopefully gets a couple of points on the board for this drive to the basket.
Shots up, and it is good. Ish, good shot on the first free throw. Second one's coming up. And this is one thing that Coach Collins, I think, preaches to her girls is that, just because you bark doesn't mean you can bite. And one thing that she wants her team to do is to bite and not to give in just because we're up by certain points. She wants to continue to put that foot on the gas pedal and show teams why they're the best team, not just in the region, but in the league as well. Camden, number 2 for Camden, puts up a floater. Erica Baranzino with 2. 4-4 tie ball game with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Mustangs are looking to really kind of settle in and start to get some buckets and slow themselves down on the turnovers.
Yeah, it's kind of feeling out the Camden defense a little bit.
What a steal by number 34 of Camden, Julia. She swings it over, and she misses it. Number 30, Pons, misses the free throw, and there's a timeout call by Coach Collins. 30-second timeout.
Yeah, and Rachel with a great little block there as they kind of tried to steam down the court, able to get up, kind of try to hit the ball as much as possible, get some nice solid contact to get it out of the way, just to prevent more points from being scored.
And that's one thing that the Mustangs are definitely going to try to do. Coach Collins does a great job with, bringing her team together and calming them down and just telling them, hey, look, guys, I know we have a lot of nerve, we have a lot of butterflies for this game. It's a really big game for the Mustangs. So I think she's over there just counseling them, getting them ready, just kind of calming them down and be like, hey, look, guys, it's the first quarter. We have plenty of time. Let's get up on these ladies and let's get it done.
Yeah, and the team looks calm, cool, collected, the Mustangs. Camden also looking a little calm, cool, collected. Obviously, a couple of calls against them already, all of Monco's points coming from those fouls. But, I think it really speaks to great coaching to keep them locked into this game. That it's obviously going to be a physical one, and it's going to be a fun game to the end.
4-4 tie ball game here at Montgomery County Community College Health Sciences Center. Asiana goes up and is blocked by number 2 of the Cougars, Erica Baranzino. Mustangs get the ball out of bounds.
Trying to run a nice little inbound
swings it
paint.
into Ish as she finds Alana, which she was kind of open, and they call a traveling call on Baby A, which I think 14 Alana she had her own open shot there.
Yeah, just trying to take those opportunities. Hopefully, be able to take a couple of others as we go throughout this game.
Yeah, and the substitution, Molly, number 20 for the Mustangs, Molly Butler is in, and replacement of Alana Decker. Cougars come down with the ball, number 2. Erica's got the ball. She swings it over to number 5, Bella. She drives over. Seems like the Cougars are trying to set up their, and number 2 in the middle, and the foul's called. And as you see there, I think what the Cougars are trying to set up is the screen in motion in the middle, because as you can tell, they're finding some kind of hole in their defense, in the Monco's defense, to be able to get them in the ball. So it just seems that Cougars are trying to find their niche. 34 shoots her first shot, and it's good. Julia.
Nice little crossing route from number 34 to be able to get into the the numbers and into the paint in that Monco defense. She'll go up for her second shot, and that's going to go in as well.
6-4. Camden Cougars are up on the Mustangs by 2 with just 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Kumba Samasa takes it to the basket and passes to Molly. Molly goes up, and what a shot.
Nice little shot
Molly
from Molly.
has a great touch in the paint. Tie game, 6-6.
Nice little arc to the shot, able to get it over that defender nice and easy.
As you can see, all of this swing, as they swing it over. Oh, what a block by Molly.
Great job
Gets
there.
her own ball, and she's heads it up to Adriana as she heads up the court, tries to find someone. She goes straight to the basket, and what a bucket by Adriana. The left hand lay, as most people would say.
And nice little physicality in the paint, the ability to just get in there, put up that nice little layup, and give Monco a 2-point lead.
What another block by Kumba Samasa as the Mustangs get the ball again.
Exactly what you're talking about, limiting the turnovers on offense, maximizing the turnovers on defense in the last couple of minutes here. Mustangs have truly turned it around in the turnover
Samasa
game.
for 3. Rebounded. His jump ball called. Cougars ball. What a good shot by Kumba. She was open. I just think it's just trying to find her groove and being able to knock down shots.
I think it was a great opportunity, a great shot to go for there. Of course, just off by like an inch or two. So hopefully we'll see more of that three-pointer throughout the game.
All right, and here comes the Cougars coming down the court with number 2, Erica. She tries to find her man and trying to set up. They're trying to set up the post move with the. Oh, what a steal by Adriana! As she goes up, passes it to Keisha. Oh, she throws up a prayer and is fouled. Oh, they call travel.
Another travel for the Mustangs.
Another
third
turnover
on the night. But some great defending. Of course, we kind of talked about, the Cougars able to find that gap for another couple of points,
yes.
and the Mustangs able to really respond to that, really stick into their players, and it's come up with a couple of good steals, and hopefully it will come up with some points, and almost another
good
steal.
Mustangs are really playing hard defense on the Cougars. They are trying to find, oh, what a pass by number 34 as she ends up missing it. Mustang ball. Number 30 had an open look, Clara Pons de Val Roos. She had an open look, but just was off the side of the rim.
And again, some great defending from the Mustangs. A nice almost steal there. Some great blocking as well to keep the ball out of the net and back into the Mustangs' hands as they'll bring themselves up the court.
Adriana with the ball. She's looking to run a play and tries to give it over to Kumba off the top, but she was, turnover, and turn right back around. Ish has the ball now. She goes to the basket, throws up a prayer almost. And it almost looks like a foul almost in the middle of that, but I think the refs are kind of playing it even. Number 30 goes up for the Cougars, shoots a 2 and misses off the side of the rim. Rachel throws the ball over, and another turnover for the Mustangs. It seems like we're just going back and forth on turnovers for the teams.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can find their niche. And what a foul. Foul called by number 3, foul number 3, Adriana.
Yes, that's going to be a
Goldston.
Cougar ball from the baseline. And, both teams controlling turnovers here, kind of like a little bit of a game of ping pong as much as it's gone back and forth so far without many points on the board in the last 2 minutes.
Number 34 finds a way to put the ball in the rim. Really tight space there, but it was great pass and great bucket.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. It's a tie game, 8-all. They're going to pass it back into the paint.
Kumba Samasa puts up another 2. Her 4th bucket of the night. She really wants the ball, and she really's feeling it. 10-8. Mustangs lead by 2 with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Here's a great shot from Kumba. Obviously able to get it above the defender in the paint.
Foul's called on number 20. Molly with her first foul of the game, Molly Butler. And the Cougars are bringing in number 14, Jana, and Mustangs have brought in, looks like number 5, Sanaa, Goltage.
Yeah, and they'll take Kumba out for that. Give her a little bit of a rest as she scored, a chunk of the Mustangs' points here in the first quarter.
And what a shot by number 23 of the Cougars, Alonza Thomas with a bucket. Her first of the night.
Keeping this
What a
game
pass
all tied up.
by Sanaa. She throws up a prayer almost. And Rachel Dunn, what a rebound. And one.
Great job from Rachel there. Again, this game, we talked about it in the pregame, how physical it's going to be, and these guys really getting in there, being really physical. Rachel, of course, in the middle of a bunch of Cougars, able to throw up that shot, the and one, hopefully giving the Mustangs a bigger lead here, 3-point lead, 3-point lead.
Her
She's able
first
to
free
make it.
throw of the night here. And we'll see. And it is in there. First free throw of the night. Right now, the Mustangs are 100% from the free throw line. 13-10. Mustangs lead by 3 with just a minute and a half left in the first quarter. Cougars come down the ball. Swings it over to number 2. She tries to find an open spot. Number 30. Oh, what a steal by Adriana.
Great
Her
job
third
there.
steal of the night. As she goes into the basket. Oh, what a Euro step. And she gets her own rebound, puts it up, but gets fouled in the basket. Oh, man. Oh, what a great move. But you just got to learn how to finish sometimes,
Yeah.
And the game is really hard to, but that's something that you practice, and that's something that, she goes through with practice, and Coach Collins teaches her how to become a better player. And now she's at the line shooting 2.
Exactly. So trying to put points on the board regardless of whether that's through the foul line or through buckets.
And she misses her first free throw of the night. So let's just see if she can capitalize on the second one. And that's something that the Mustangs definitely have been doing all season long, is really trying to find their niche and being able to, like I said, continue to put their foot on the gas pedal as Adriana makes her second free throw, putting the Mustangs up 4.
All gas here as we reach the last minute, 15 seconds of this first quarter.
Oh, another steal.
And a nice, great
Looks
steal.
like another steal by Adriana. She is just going at it. She passes to Sanaa as she gets a travel call. Another turnover for the Mustangs. Their sixth turnover, of the night.
And this is their 4th based off of travels. As they've tried to get some points on the board, of course, up by 4 right now with just over a minute now in the first quarter. Hoping to end this one off on a high note.
Cougars trying to find spacing. She sends it over to number 30. And they're trying to get inside to number 23, Alonza Thomas, but she's not able to grab the ball. Looks like great defense by the Mustangs, and a turnover by the Cougars, giving the Mustangs the ball with just 41 seconds left.
Yeah, going to try to take these 41 seconds again, capitalize on the time left on the clock, put yourselves up by...
And a timeout is called by the Mustangs, full timeout coming up here in the Health Sciences Center at Montgomery County Community College Blue Bell campus. Tonight also is our sophomore night and a red out night as well. So we see a lot of students and staff and a lot of the fans coming in here wearing their red, their Monco gear, signifying the time of the sophomores. As you can also see, the cheerleaders are also in red as well. You can see Coach Collins and her assistant coach wearing red. This is really time to give thanks to the college, give thanks to the people who have persevered and all the students who are graduating this semester. And this is a really great night.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So many people in red all the way around. I actually accidentally wore red
look at that,
myself. Right. So, you said that, man. I'm like, oh, look at that. I'm in uniform.
Yeah, that's a little flannel on, man. Yeah, and I got my little red, I'm wearing black, but I got red on.
You got the red there.
Yeah. Shout out to my personal trainer, Everybody Fit. He's been definitely taking care of me in the gym and getting me right. And, for that, he's been giving me a lot of his clothing and stuff. So I appreciate you for that.
Absolutely fantastic.
As we come back in after timeout, the Mustangs are going to get the possession with 41 seconds left in the first quarter, up by 4, 14-10.
We'll see exactly what they can do. Been very physical in the paint so far during this game. We'll see exactly what they can do to close out this first quarter.
Rachel Dunn gets the ball. She's trying to find a good spacing as she hands it off to Ish. Looks like they're going to be, Molly's going to attack. It looks like, couldn't find her balance in the handling, but East goes up, and she throws up another kind of a prayer a little bit. Looks like a foul call on the Mustangs. Number 20, Molly, with her second foul. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Camden's going to come down with the ball. The Cougars are really looking to capitalize on that foul there with just 14 seconds left. Oh, and a traveling call is called. Right back, like we said, we're just playing, you know, this should be ping pong right now that we're playing.
Seriously.
You know, back and forth on the turnovers. Looks like 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Asiana's gonna, she's gonna keep the ball there.
She'll
throws it up too late.
Will go in, and again, game of travels, a game of turnovers so far. 7 turnovers. It's either 7 turnovers for the Mustangs. I think we're sitting at similar numbers for the Camden Cougars as well. But especially with those travels, you saw Mustangs really struggling with that. I believe 4 or 5 travels for them, only 1 travel for the Cougars. But again, Mustangs still up by 4 going into the second quarter. So, things looking good. Mustangs starting to find their rhythm towards the back half of the first quarter.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that's really going to be important is being able to kind of control your turnovers and just be a little more aware of their surroundings and stuff. I think the Mustangs are really, Coach Collins right now is probably talking to her players and saying, hey, look, guys, I know we're starting to get into our mojo and get into our groove, but we got to keep the ball in our own hands. We can't keep turning the ball over. We can't keep, making these small mistakes that we usually don't make in these games. But like I said, since this game is this is a really big game. Like I said, the Cougars are coming in ranked number 15th in the nation, and the Mustangs are getting some league votes. So with this win, is going to put them into the rankings as well.
Yeah, and we'll see what they can do coming into the second quarter, cleaning up the roughness around the edges and, really adapting to the turnover game. Hopefully it's not much of a game of ping pong anymore. We'll see a lot more possession out of the Mustangs heading into this second quarter.
Second quarter coming in. Mustangs are up 14-10 on the Cougars. Mustangs going to be inbounding the ball right around half court. And I might add, right now, the Cougars are in the bonus with 5 fouls. So if they continue to go to, Sanaa, she's going to swing it out to Asiana. If they could able to, what a shot. What a Asiana. As I was saying, if the Mustangs can get inside the basket, get fouls, and get to the line, this game could be over really fast. Cougars are looking to run a play here, swings it over to 34. She's trying to find someone open, and looks like they're going to swing it over to number 2, Brianna, as Asiana is playing some great defense, and they turn the ball over. And they try to get it back.
Yeah, just a little bit of a mistake there from the Cougars, unfortunately getting caught up on a teammate's legs.
I want to pass. Oh, by Asiana. And it's kicked off of number 23's leg of the Cougars. That's one thing that the Mustangs are really coming into this game is hard defense. And if they can continue to really just keep their foot on the gas pedal, they will. Rachel goes up and misses her as Molly gets a rebound. Another rebound is called by Sanaa. Possession is going to be Camden. 17-10, the Mustangs are up on the Cougars with 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like a little bit of that fast-paced play from the Mustangs, trying to score that basket, a couple of quick rebound shot. Unfortunately, not fruitful on that occasion, so we'll see exactly what they can do on the defensive end, trying to force yet another turnover here. The three is up.
3 is up. Number 5 of the Cougars grabbing the rebound, swings it over to number 2, Julia, and she misses, hits the top of the backboard.
They're currently sitting 0-4 from the 3 for the Cougars.
Mustangs, Asiana comes down with the basketball. Let's see if they can capitalize on this turnover. Asiana turns and almost makes someone fall. Oh, what a block by the Cougars. And the ball's on the floor, and as the Mustangs tries to get the possession, they do have the possession now.
Again, gives the Mustangs a little bit of time to take a breath, reset, figure out what play you want to do as you inbound that ball from the baseline and hopefully put a couple of extra points up on the board. Currently up by 7 with 8:27 left in this second quarter.
Mustangs are inbounding the ball. Oh, what a pass. Rachel gets the ball, and a foul's called. Excuse me. I think it's offensive foul. It's called Rachel Dunn. Way to be aggressive, and they are really, coaches kind of hyping their team up. She's trying to let the team know.
Not sure what that.
Looks like we might have maybe a reset, ref probably reset the
Yeah, I think it's a reset for the inbound positioning for the ball. Number 2 is going to inbound it out to
number 30 for the Cougars as they try to continue to fight. And what a great defense by Ish.
It looks like Cougars kind of switching things
and gets a block. And it's blocked by Sanaa. What a great block. What a great recovery, because she was kind of behind the player, but she was able to get there and get the block off.
Yeah, it's a great amount of physicality out of the Mustangs. You see the Cougars kind of switching up a little bit of their play style, moving a little bit more out instead of playing as close to the basket inside the paint, trying to play a little bit more of a perimeter game.
Oh, what a hand. And what a great defense by the Mustangs. They are continuing to put pressure on Camden, and it seems like they're just about trying to get the wind out of them.
Yeah, and again, this turnover game has been so important so far in this game. Both teams sitting fairly even on turnovers. The Mustangs have been able to capitalize a lot more off these turnovers and hopefully are able to capitalize off of this one.
The Mustangs hit the ball. Ish heads down to the basket. And what a layup by Ish as she starts to kind of flex herself, saying that I can get to the basket no matter who's defending me.
Yeah, and a great amount of physicality
and what a great
there.
Pick and roll by Ish as Asiana tries to give her the ball but turns the ball back over. Oh, gets it back. Gets it back. And a foul is called on Camden, number 30 of Camden, Pons de Varus.
So Mustangs able to inbound the ball from the baseline.
And it looks like we're going to be timeout is called.
Timeout by Camden, I believe.
Yep, Camden timeout. 30 seconds. If I was Coach Conj, I would continue to tell their team, hey, listen, guys, we are in this game for the best. And here comes, as you can see, that timeout's trying to give. As you can see, Ish goes to the basket and really just gets yourself in there. That's one thing that is really important.
It's a great amount of physicality from Ish and her ability just to charge that basket, get up, grab that layup in. Able to put up those points onto the board. And I think, again, it speaks to the physicality of this game and the physicality that the Mustangs are bringing to this game, the way that they charge the basket, the way that they've been playing, this aggressive style of defense and of offense. And it's forced a lot of turnovers and put them in a really great position,
really
up by
position.
9 with 7:32 left in the second quarter.
What a great block by the Cougars as Rachel Dunn tried to get into the paint, but number 23 was like, I ain't having it. Alonza Thomas with the block. Mako ball. Mako's up 19-10 on the Cougars. Let's see if they can extend their lead. And Molly, what a shot, taken in the perimeter.
Yeah, nice little shot there. Cougars will take over with the ball. Again, I saw the nice little play from the Mustangs. They kind of lined up and then spread themselves out really quick. So it's a nice little catch and shoot.
Yeah.
Fortunately, nothing fruitful from that one. But they'll regain position off the rebound. And I believe Ish is the one bringing it up court.
Trying to look to extend this lead on the Cougars. Gets a pass out to Asiana from Ish as she crosses back over into the paint. It looks like a foul's called. 3 seconds is called on Rachel Dunn, number 13. That's kind of a tricky thing, too, about the 3-second rule. So if you stay in there too long, they're going to call that every time. That's one thing that I know the refs have been calling this season. It's a lot of 3 seconds. Seems like the crowd's getting a little bit into it.
They got a pretty big
Cougars
crowd
for-
here tonight, all in
Yeah,
red,
for
to
sophomore
celebrate
night,
the sophomores.
And the turnover, another turnover by Camden. They are in the double digits for their turnovers tonight.
And yet to score here in the second quarter. 6:44 left on the clock. Mustangs up 19-10. They've scored, I believe, 6.
Yeah. 6 buckets back to back, especially off of Asiana's 3 at the beginning of the second quarter. That was really kind of put a little lead on this for the Mustangs. All right, here goes Sanaz going in, tries to back in her player and gets a steal by number 34 of Julia from the Cougars as they take the ball up, trying to find a space.
Trying to move that ball up court.
And another block by Kumba Samasa. That's with her second block of the game tonight.
Absolutely excellent defense so far from the Mustangs. Another turnover for the Cougars.
Turnover. Jump ball is called. Possession stays with the Mustangs.
And again, the game getting incredibly physical here between these two teams. Obviously, respectful amount of physicality as we are looking to inbound this ball again. It's exactly what the Mustangs can do.
As they get the ball back, and they turn the ball over once again as Kyla, number 5 for the Cougars, Isabella Boyle, gets to number 2. I think there might be an injury on the court here. Ish, number 10, is gonna. I don't know if they're gonna let her stay in or if she's gonna.
I think it might. No, she will stay in this game.
Yeah.
Nice little charge there from the Cougars. Their first 2 points of the second quarter now, only down by 7. Mustangs regain possession of the ball. They'll look to bring it back up court and reset the tone.
As Asiana, and it looks like Ish gets the ball off the handoff, gives it to Molly as she starts to work on number 34. Ew.
Nice little step inside, a nice little shot.
Go get a bucket then, girl. You know, that's the crazy thing about the Mustangs. Over the season, they have gotten better with just, another turnover by Camden. And Molly goes ahead and swings it over to Asiana as and it's a kickball is called on Camden. Yeah, that's one thing that Molly has really been practicing over this whole season is really just revolving her game, not just revolving, just really getting better, upgrading. You know, she's upgraded from the iOS 12.3 to the iOS 13.0.
Something like that,
right,
yeah.
right.
And it's looked really great. I mean, on that play alone, we saw her with that step inside, a really great amount of movement to kind of just cut through Camden. Mm-hmm. Nice little layup on the opposite side, and puts a couple of extra points on the board. Extends Monco's lead back up to
12.
Yeah, back up to 9.
As Mustangs inbound the ball to Kumba Samasa. She tries to go to work. And she swings it to Molly. What a pass. Great pass.
Molly just looked invisible on that play until the ball was in her hands, able to put it back up on the board.
Yep. Mustangs up 11 now, 23-12.
It's the most unassuming people for some of these plays.
And a foul's called by Kyla, number 1. Kyla Mustang, Kyla Taylor with her first foul of the game. Just trying to prove to the coach that, hey, look, I can play defense, I will play defense, and I'll play hard.
Yeah.
As the Cougars bring in a substitution, number 10, Brianna comes in for number 34, Julia. Cougars try to find good spacing and great defense by Ish as she continues to try to just play hard, and the pass is deflected. Mustangs continue to play gas pedal basketball as they are not giving up at all on defense.
Yeah, they've looked really good on those single teams and double teams and just really keeping these Camden Cougars on their toes as much as humanly possible, as you just never know where the Mustangs are coming from.
What a great bucket floater by number 10 of the Cougars, Brianna. She floats it in over Kumba Samasa. As Asiana for the Mustangs brings up the ball, they're looking to create some space and create some room as she dives and tries to find, and they call a foul, a traveling call on Asiana.
And again, that's another traveling call for the Mustangs. And we've just seen it a lot this far down on the court.
Yeah.
I believe that's number 6 for the Mustangs on travels.
Yeah.
So trying to limit that as much as possible as we get further into this game. Obviously, their second one of the quarter.
And a block by Kumba Samasa, her third block of the night. As Ish gives it up to Asiana, and she almost gives it up as a turnover, and Ish tries to find her, goes to the basket, and a foul's called. All offense is called on Ish. And that's one thing that the Cougars are going to have to start doing on defense, is really stepping into the paint and taking that charge. Even though it really hurts the body, it does hurt the body.
Yeah.
It hurts the body a lot. But being able to step in for your teammates and get the ball back really says a lot about the player.
Yeah, and that's what we're coming to expect from this game so far, that physicality on both sides of the field, able to, take those hits and to be able to dish them out a little bit as well.
Seems like the Cougars are trying to find some spacing and great defense by Kumba. She's not allowing number 23 of the Cougars, Alonza Thomas, to get the ball on the inside. That's something that the Cougars are really rely on their players, especially number 23. And they looks like they turn the ball over, and Kumba Samasa gets a steal
right
as she comes up the
back.
court. She tries to get her bucket in. She passes it to Kyla as she swings it over to Molly, and Molly. Okay, I thought they were going to say travel call. But a foul's called by the Cougars, number 10, Brianna Kimball, with her foul. And that's the team's third foul of the quarter. And now number 25 of the Cougars is coming in, Jamira Green, who, by the way, is a sharp shooter. They are really trying to, the Mustangs almost turn the ball over as Ish gets the inbound. It was tipped by number 30 of the Cougars. Ish does it in and out. Swings it over to Asiana for three. Air ball is called, but Kyla gets the rebound. Swings it over to Kumba.
4 seconds
Kumba
left on that shot clock.
In there. What a great basket by Kumba Samasa.
And Kumba's looked fantastic on both sides of the ball. We saw that physicality from her on defense, what we're about to see again. Just incredible reach, able to get some nice little deflects there, and just like we saw yet again, keeping the Cougars on their toes.
The Cougars go ahead and swing a good two. What a response by number 2 of the Cougars, Erica Maranzino.
Keeping this game to about 9. Mustangs up 25-16, 2:55 left on the clock. Mustangs have that offensive possession again.
And Kumba for three. And it goes in.
Hey!
Look at that.
Hung there for a little longer than we would like, but Kumba,
It goes in there.
5 points for her as of current.
28-16, Mustangs up by 12 on the Cougars.
And setting some good tone for
Oh, what
range.
a defensive steal by Kumba with her second steal of the night. Swings it over to Molly as Molly goes up for the layup and one.
And one from Molly. And some great possessions, one after the other for the Mustangs, but really, Kumba really setting the tone for the Mustangs. Shooting from close, shooting from far,
some subs
defending
coming in
up
as well.
close and from far as well. So excellent work from Kumba. She'll remain in the
Seems like
game.
we had someone on the court that weren't supposed to be on the court, but as you can see, the guy, athletic director Kelly, and assistant Nair is talking to the gentleman there. You know, you can't be running around on the court before you get kicked out by public safety.
No.
Oh, man.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Molly shoots her first free throw of the night and misses, and they almost get the rebound. And Ish, almost throws it over.
And the rebound will go the way of the Camden Cougars. They'll look to charge down court.
And it looks like it's out of bounds. Mustang ball. Looks like Rachel tried to step in there and take a charge, but I don't think the refs were able to see the
No, but I really
footing.
I like that. Again, the physicality from Rachel, able to step in there, really put herself between, the offensive member for the Cougars and the net, and protected it.
Yeah. And she gets the ball right back. Looks like she's going to go to work. And what a shot by Rachel. She throws it up and she misses off the side of the rim. Number 25 of the Cougars, Jamira, gets the rebound as the Cougars number 2 sends it up.
Yeah, inside the last 2 minutes of this second quarter.
And a foul is called by 13, Rachel Dunn. Cougars going
Coach
to
calling
keep
the
ball.
play for the Mustangs on defense now.
Cougars try to They inbound the ball to number 30. Cougars trying to find some spacing for the Cougars. And number 5 for the Cougars shoots up a shot and misses. And what a rebound by number 23 as she puts it back up.
And nice set of points on
Taylor,
the board.
her first points of the night. 30-18, Mustangs up with a minute and a half left in the first half. She's going straight to the basket. And she misses a layup there. Tries to just find some spacing as number 2 for the Cougars bring up the ball.
Gonna look to capitalize on this.
And number 30 for the 3, it misses as Ish and Kumba kind of get mixed up with the same team rebound.
Mustangs getting a little bit in their own way there, but of course I think it all works out in the end. Ish with the ball right now. She'll bring it back up court.
50 seconds left in the first half as Kumba goes to work on number 23. Get a bucket. Go get a bucket. Number 4, Kumba Samasa.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see. Ish throwing it to Kumba, the 2 teammates that had kind of fought over the ball for a second there.
Yeah, and that puts her with 11 points of the night as number 25 of the Cougars drives to the basket and misses. And turnover is called.
It's going to be a Mustang ball. She's got Molly going to inbound it.
30 seconds left. 32-18. Mustangs are up. As Coach Collins almost sends her player Asiana on the floor for bringing her in from the top.
Yeah, I look up and that's all I see. So luckily everyone's okay. They're almost a little bit of a trip.
As the Cougars seems like they're going to be doing a full court press here. Rachel inbounds the ball, sends it over to Asiana. 25 seconds left here in the first half. Can the Mustangs capitalize on this before the end of the half?
And that shot clock is off.
Set up their play, swings it over to Ish as she shoots the 3 and misses it.
Nice
Cougars
little shot.
Get the rebound. But it's a traveling call by number 2, Erica Baranzino. The Mustangs get the ball, repossession back with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, 10 seconds on the clock. I think it's a great way for them to end off the quarter, hopefully with the basket. And again, you see this lineup play out of the Mustangs. They'll send it over to number 14 to Alana.
And a foul is called. Oh, a traveling call. And another traveling call. I think that's something that, I don't think just the Mustangs struggle with this, but I think a lot of the girls basketball and the JUCO struggle with these traveling calls because from our angle, it doesn't look like a travel.
Yeah.
But I think the way that the rulings are set up in NJCAA or it might be slightly different when it comes to traveling calls, and that's why you see a lot of traveling calls here happening tonight.
Yeah, we've seen it on both sides of the court within 5 seconds of each other, and the Cougars with 3 seconds left on the clock.
She just throws up a prayer. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the half here. Mustangs are up 32-18 on Camden County Cougars. JD, what are some of your thoughts on this game?
Obviously it's a battle of the turnovers right now. Both sides with a lot of turnovers, but the Mustangs are the ones capitalizing on it.
Facts.
A lot of great points based off of some of those, bigger turnovers towards the end. Obviously things you got to look out for if you're a Mustang, those traveling calls, and as well as that, just general, like a little bit of the physicality stuff. But I think they're doing a great job so far of controlling the ball, controlling their presence on offense. Excellent stuff on the defensive end as well. So all great things from the Mustangs so far.
Yeah, and I think that's something that's going to have to, the Mustangs are going to definitely have to figure out a way to be able to keep their foot on the gas pedal. And Camden are just going to have to limit turnovers and limit the facts that to really capitalize on when they have the possession.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's the Cougars have been struggling with all really first half. So I'm looking to see the Camden coming back and being able to get themselves together. And the Mustangs are just going to have to continue to put their foot on the gas pedal and tell them not. Because remember, when they were in Camden, they were up 28. And Camden ended up coming back in the second half. So I think the Mustangs and Coach Collins is going to say to the ladies, listen, we have to continue to put our foot on the gas pedal and not let these ladies get back. Yeah,
the ability to keep up that physicality is going to be great coming into the second half.
As the score is 32-18, Mustangs up on the Cougars, and we're going to send it away. And, This is Ish Walker. She's a sophomore here at the Mustangs. Here's some of her highlights here at the Montgomery County Community College. As you see, she's a great person to hit to the basket.
Yeah, one of our sophomores
And
here
this is
today.
one of the plays from last year where they hit the buzzer beater to beat Northampton for the first time in school history.
Absolutely. I saw that shot for
and
the
this
first
is
time.
Kumba Samasa. She's also a sophomore as well. She'll be graduating. As you can see, she's not afraid to shoot that ball, and she's definitely trying to get herself to the basket, into the line. And what about, as you see the highlights, she's not afraid to get into the basket. And then last but not least, Rachel Dunn. She's one of the EPAC. She's been on a lot of the crosses, and she's a great shooter as well. She's more of a perimeter shooter than anything.
Yeah.
But as you can see, she's not afraid to shoot that ball as well. We are back here at Montgomery County Community College in the second half of the Mustangs versus the Cougars. And 32-18, Mustangs are up right now. So it looks like the Mustangs are going to continue to put their foot on the gas pedal. I'm Donnell here along with my partner in crime, J.D. Salzberg, my man. As the Cougars inbound the ball for the start in the second half, we'll see if the Mustangs, and it looks like the first possession is a turnover for the Cougars.
Yeah, initially just kind of thrown out of bounds by number 2, Erica. So, of course, Mustangs are going to try to set the tone as they bring the ball back down towards our end of the court this time around.
And if you haven't noticed, I don't see Kumba Samasa at all the second half. We don't even know if she looks like foul was almost called, and Rachel Dunn puts up a bucket but misses, and number 23 of the Cougars, Alonza Thomas, grabs the rebound as the Cougars look to capitalize on that.
Yeah, and Molly trying to take that one back in the paint there, but unfortunately not able to. The 3 put up by number 34 won't go.
No good, and a foul. Jump ball is called, actually. Possession to Monco.
Yeah, and Molly really, in the first,
First
40 seconds of this game, incredibly physical performance out of her, wasting no time to get directly back into the swing of things and really, setting the tone for this second half of play.
Molly swings it over to Ish as she turns it to Asiana for 3. Bucket no good. Second miss for the Mustangs as the Cougars are looking to capitalize off that rebound.
Cougars trying to set themselves up for a nice little screen play.
And it's almost turnover by Molly. What way to keep her hand in there to poke the ball out. And the Cougars, number 30 of the Cougars, Clara Ponde Valruz with the 2.
Yeah, great
her
play.
First bucket of the second half.
Yeah, great play for her down in the paint. I think Mustangs did a great job of not letting it be an and one. Molly with the ball, outbounds it, top of the key now.
Looks like she's getting stuck a little bit in there. Jump ball's called, and Cougars take the possession. Looks like the Cougars are coming out kind of strong now as they continue to put pressure, and as we see Kumba Samasa coming out of the locker room, she probably was just seeing the trainer to get some ice or some tape. Cougars go ahead and swing to number 30. She misses her 3. And the ball is out of bounds. Mustang ball. 32-20 here in the second half. 8 minutes and 14 seconds in the third quarter. What do you expect the Mustangs to do this second half of the game?
Yeah, I think especially as we get back into it again, that turnover game is such a strong component so far tonight. We saw it in the first half. Mustangs really winning out, not as much numbers-wise. They were fairly similar on turnovers, but able to capitalize and get some points on the board. Obviously now with a 12-point lead at this point in the game. So I think it's going to be really important for them to limit turnovers more.
Yes.
From the Cougars. Obviously, we talked about those traveling calls, those 3-second violations that, have been called a lot more this season, a lot more tonight as well. So we'll see exactly what that looks like. I believe Mustangs going to get the ball here. So we'll see what they can do to kind of set the tone about 2 minutes into this third quarter.
And what a great mention by that, because the Mustangs definitely have to work a little more harder to finish off this game, because Camden, like I said, they're ranked 15th in the nation right now, and being able to beat them is going to be huge for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and
as they turn the ball over, number 30 of the Mustangs. Oh, and the Cougars ended up turning the ball over as number 2 of the Cougars, Erica, tried to pass the ball to number 5.
I think
Isabella, she just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, I like the play there from the Cougars. A very nice little fast break, trying to get the ball, a nice little layup. But unfortunately not able to do so. Mustangs going to look to try to capitalize.
As Molly tries to look on the ball. Gets in, and a foul is called by number 23, Alonza Thomas, her first of the half, as Rachel is going to the line to shoot 2.
We'll see exactly what Rachel can do. I believe this is her 5th free throw of the night.
That makes her first, second. And I might add that coming up after this game, the men's Mustangs will be taking on Salem, the Mighty Oaks of Salem County Community College. coming up at 7. Rachel shoots her second basket and makes it.
A 14-point game for the Mustangs as they'll move around to defense, see exactly what they can do.
As the crowd kind of gets a little bit into it, as number 34 shoots up a prayer and misses it big, grabs her own rebound, and it's a jump ball again. Mustangs possession.
And again, 34 been pretty good in the paint so far tonight. A couple of nice baskets from her as Mustangs, Molly inbounds it over to Rachel.
Now they're starting to do a full court press, Camden on the Mustangs. So as each can she find another, and a turnover. Number 2 of the Cougars makes the basket.
Yeah.
And now Camden's starting to put a little pressure on the Mustangs. Let's see how the Mustangs can respond.
And again, they see what works, so they're going to stick with it just for a second.
Almost poked
and
out.
It's almost another turnover. So, Camden with that full court press, a lot of risk, but also a lot of reward so far.
And Alana for 3 misses off the side of the backboard, off the side of the rim, excuse me. Oh, and Molly gets a rebound, gets the steal back, and goes up and is fouled. What a response by Molly for the Mustangs.
I really, really like that from Molly. Again, in this turnover game, it's not just about, limiting the amount of turnovers you have, but forcing them. And Molly did a great job of that. And then to be able to go up and be as physical as she can be towards the top of the key in order to, force a foul there.
As Molly shoots 2. That's one thing that definitely Molly has, really been creating, that she makes her first bucket. She is a very hard player. She's a very tough player. She's a very fast player. And anytime our team needs her to score or make a play, she's going to do that.
We saw this in the first half with Molly just being exactly where she needs to be to hit those shots. Unfortunately, not hitting that one. Mustangs up 35-22.
Let's see what the Cougars can do. She falls down and East gets a steal. Can East finish the basket? And a foul is called. What a steal by.
A lot of great work from Ish there. Her first major play of this second half, just about 4.5 minutes into it. But she looked incredible during that first half. A couple of buckets from her. We'll see if she can put more points on the board for the Mustangs here.
Yep, and she makes her first free throw. Second half, 36-22 Mustangs. Let's see if the Mustangs can continue to put their foot on the gas pedal and go up by even more.
Yeah, and as you talked about back in Camden, where the Cougars were able to bring it back in the second half, Mustangs are saying, they're setting the tone and they're saying.
Oh, and she stepped out of bounds. Number 23 of the Cougars, Alonza Thomas, grabs the rebound, but unfortunately steps on the line, gives the Mustangs the ball back.
And she's going to hope that's not going to cost them even more points. Of course, Mustangs setting a great tone here in the second half, saying, we're not out of gas. We're going to continue to put our foot to the floor and, put ourselves in a great position almost halfway into this half. Camden's going to get that ball back.
Oh, it looks like an offensive foul is called by 13, Rachel Dunn, by essentially pushing the player off her back. But it looks like kind of like a box out, but more of too aggressive. As the Cougars grab the ball up the court, they're looking to capitalize on that turnover. And East playing great defense.
Ish, Molly now on defense at 34.
Okay. They almost look like a trouble almost, but from this angle we can't see.
Yeah, obviously it's on the other end of the court from us.
The foul is called on Ish of the Mustangs, sending number 34, Julia Mandonando to the line, shooting 2. As Kumba Samasa checks in for number 14, Alana Decker.
Yeah, we've seen a lot from Julia through this game, especially deep into the paint, getting really physical with the Mustangs, and really been a thorn for the Mustangs so far here tonight. She's been incredible. And going to the line, unfortunately missing her first free throw shot. Going to try to make her second one.
As the crowd gets on their feet, she makes her second free throw of the night. Looks like Camden's going to start putting some full court pressure on the Mustangs to see how they can respond.
Yeah, it's working.
They get it up the court. Rachel Dunn sends it over to Ish. They get it across, almost steals, and it's a steal. And Ish is able to hit back on the ball. And it looks like the possession is going to stay here at the Mustangs.
You know,
Well,
again,
guess not. Oh, Camden. It's going to be at Camden.
Huh.
Camden's going to take the possession.
Right. You know, I truly enjoy, you know, that full court pressure from Camden. It works for them. It puts a lot of pressure on the Mustangs in that transitional phase, you know, where they've given up the ball now.
Oh, and a turnover by Camden as Asiana races up the court. And it looks like a kickball, but they didn't call it. And passes to East, and she makes her bucket. 38-23 Mustangs, up by 15.
Yeah, when you can get through that transitional phase for the Mustangs, you know, a lot of plays open up for them. We saw that great one from Ish, able to score that basket.
And Rachel gets the rebound on the floor. Oh, it looks like a player got kicked in the face. Oh, man.
Not quite sure
Looks like
what
Julia
happened there.
from the Cougars might have fell on top of Rachel and her knee, made her bump knees. But looks like everyone's okay. Cougars maintain the possession.
Curious to see what the Cougars will do here on their offensive end.
And looks like the ball went out of bounds. Another turnover for Camden.
Yeah, I believe that was an inbound pass from Erica. Mustangs did a great job of kind of creating some interference in traffic, so a little bit of a miscommunication.
Yeah, their 20th turnover on the night. That's Camden's really making a lot of mistakes on the turnover, and hopefully the Mustangs can capitalize on these turnovers.
Ish now with the ball, sends it up.
Is Asiana. It looks like Monco maintains possession. They would think they were trying to trap Asiana at the corner to try and get a little more turnovers. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 38-23, Mustangs up 15. Inbounded ball, fouls called by number 10 of the Cougars, Brianna Kimball. Oh, excuse me, it's an offensive foul on Rachel again, offensive. Her second offensive foul as Sanaa checks in for Rachel. Number 5 for the Mustangs checks in for number 13. Here we go. Let's see if the Camden Cougars can capitalize on this.
Yeah, look to bring down what is now a 15-point deficit to the Mustangs.
Oh, another almost a steal by Ish.
Yeah, I really like that block from Ish. Despite not getting possession out of the ball, take some time off the clock. You got 12 seconds left on that shot clock.
Oh, and it looks like a foul's called again by number 3, Asiana. Is fouled on the Mustangs. Their 4th team foul of the night. And what a deflection by Molly. Molly able to get in there and deflect the pass.
It looks like Camden's going to keep possession of the ball, but obviously not what they wanted as an inbounded play. So I like that from the Mustangs. Of course, you're going to want them to get possession, come back, but you know, limiting damage as much as possible.
Yeah.
Molly.
Oh, and almost another. Can Asiana get to there? She cannot. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Camden maintains possession. But Mustangs are really starting to put the pressure on defense on the Cougars.
But again, it's those little tips on the ball, despite the fact that they're still having to sit on defense here. I really enjoy, you know, little tip-off plays. It keeps Camden on their toes. Not a whole ton that they can do.
And another steal by Pumba Samasa, excuse me, as Asiana slowly brings up the ball.
And eventually those tips are going to pay off like they just have. Puts the Mustangs in a great offensive position.
Oh, Kumba misses the two-pointer, and Cougars are able to grab the rebound. And Molly almost grabs the rebound, but number 23 of the Cougars grab it. She sings it out to number 30. And they get a bucket. What a pass by number 30 to number 10, Brianna Kimball. And a timeout is called by the Mustangs. Coach Khan wants to call a timeout.
You know, I really enjoy that play from the Cougars. Very aggressive.
Yeah, and that's one thing that Coach Collins has been doing a fantastic job. You know, she reminds me of Coach Don Staley from the University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks, Lady Gamecocks. She has come into a program that has had some issues with, you know, coaching and being able to get their players to the next level. And ever since she came in prior to post-COVID, she has really helped her team and her players get to the next level. And now they're going to make history once again for the second year in a row.
Yeah, and I think it really speaks to the nature of this program. 18-2 on the season, 15-2 in conference play. 1 loss at home, 1 loss on the road. Obviously, that 1 loss we know about, that's to Camden.
Yeah, Camden, yes.
So obviously, a little bit of revenge to come back and hopefully try to pull off a win. Of course, up by 13 right now. Again, we see Camden moving into that a little bit more aggressive phase, and I think it really paid off for them on that last play. That ability to they get the ball back off of a turnover, and they're able to finally capitalize on it the way that the Mustangs have throughout the first half. I hope the Mustangs continue to capitalize off of those turnovers to see exactly what they can do as we're back from the timeout now.
Correct, and I might add, the Mustangs with the win last weekend over Northampton made them Eastern Pennsylvania Athletic Conference champions. And so last year they were co-EPAC champions with Northampton. And now, since they beat Northampton, they have solidified the EPAC championship, which is the first time, I might add, other than the co-EPAC championship last year, it's the first time they've ever been EPAC champions in school history. So they have made history once already, and they're looking to do it twice in the same season.
I think they're doing it in a lot of style. Camden trying to get some work done here.
Looks like 10-second violation is called on the Mustangs. Looks like Camden is getting just a little bit of more momentum and hoping that the Mustangs can capitalize on defense and maybe even get a stop or a turnover.
Yeah, it's the aggressiveness on that full court pressure that they've been putting on since the beginning of the second half. I think has really put the Monco on their heels a little bit. Of course, they haven't been able to.
And number 34, the Cougars, shoots up another shot. Looks almost like over the back.
We see Ish there
with the rebound, but it looks like the possession is going to be at Monco.
You like to see that.
Being aggressive and just, really having the strength to just get through things as she passes up to Molly. And Molly gets the ball stripped away, and it looks like the ref said it's Camden ball. It looked like it might have came off of one of the Camden players, but unfortunately we don't have the rule of replay for official replay. So you gotta have to go by what the refs say.
Yeah, a little surprised by that, but of course Mustangs are gonna try to keep up the pressure.
Yep. Oh, what a steal by Alana. Great way to bring the ball back. She sends it over to Adriana. Adriana drives to the basket, and it keeps the possession. Mustang ball. 38-25 here in the third quarter. 3:10 left. Up by 13, the Mustang. Let's see if they can capitalize and continue to bring this lead up.
Yeah,
she sends it out to. What a pass by Kumba to Adriana as she misses the 3, but swings it up to number 2 for the Cougars. And a turnover by Camden. What way to come back on defense. Adriana and that's another thing too, a lot of players need to learn. When you're coming back on a fast break, it's very hard not to foul somebody, but what she did was very great. She put her hands up and she didn't move. And usually most people will swipe down or get a foul called on them. Looks like each is trying to find some space to get in there. And looks like another jump ball is called.
Again, the Mustangs looking pretty good. Of course, another turnover for them, but you like to see the physicality. You like to see the approach that they had to that offensive possession there. They're trying to get the ball up court a lot faster now. Of course, that full court pressure from Camden's been working fairly well to put this game back within 13.
And almost hits a 3. Cougars as Kumba Sanasa gets a rebound, but the Cougars are able to maintain the possession. And Adriana gets another steal, and a foul's called.
It's going to be the Mustangs' ball. Again, I thought this game was physical in the first half, but it's
it's getting a lot more physical now.
It's starting to ramp itself up as we move into the second half. Both teams, testing those limits of what they can do, what they can't do. Especially, again, I go back to the full court pressure. that we've been seeing out of Camden so far.
I want to say, I think they might have.
There.
Okay, so they're doing full court press. Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that's one thing about being competitive in any kind of sport or any kind of thing with competitivity. It's very difficult not to be physical. It's very difficult to not to get into your own mode, to get to yourself. I think the refs are having a discussion right now at the table as the crowd starts to pick up a little bit here in the Health Sciences Center at Montgomery County Community College. There might be some kind of discrepancy with the home book.
Yeah, not quite sure what the conversation is.
I think they might be discussing fouls or whatnot.
Yeah.
Or if it wasn't intentional, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll certainly see. I mean, both these teams, of course, going to capitalize off of a little bit of break of play in order to calm themselves down. I believe this is a technical timeout. I haven't seen anything from any of the refs as of yet, as they'll go over to the scorebook to discuss.
Yeah, it seems like they might be seeing the fouls or whatnot. I know the teams went back to the respective benches to get an idea of what's going on, but from where the angle that we're at, it looks like we're getting word here.
Refs will discuss it just a little bit. You know, I like this as a way to kind of reset the game a little bit for the Mustangs. Take a breath, take a step back, understand, you know, where you're going to come at from with your next possession. You know, not quite sure who's going to get possession after this. I think it's going to go back to the Mustangs, but of course we'll see here in just a minute.
The refs continue to discuss what's going on. I can almost see what, you know, he's covering his mouth, so I can't really, you know.
One of those moments
read, you know,
where you wish
on,
that you could read lips.
Right, you know. It's, I'm assuming it might be, I think they might be discussing that foul just now here. So I guess we'll get the word in now.
Discussing it with the coaches.
Okay, I think I know what it might be. So they might be discussing the physicality of the game right now that's going on. And, yeah, Coach Camden's coach seems pretty upset about what's going on. And
I think the refs doing a great job of trying to explain themselves to both sides.
so it looks like
Looks like Camden might be getting themselves, yeah, they're going to get set up defensively. Yes, defensively, so it's going to be Monco ball.
All right. I think the refs might have just said, hey, you know, you guys might have to slow down, calm down on the physicality. That's what I'm seeing. Well, that's probably what I'm seeing most. And you know, the girls are probably talking to each other, you know, talking trash. And, you know, so I think it's just really kind of keeping the game kind of solid and everything as Alana gets the ball that brings it up in the court, gives it back to Adriana.
A lot of great pressure out of Camden. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third quarter.
And another foul is called on number 2 at Camden. Shooting 2, Adriana's heading to the line, shooting 2. And that's one thing that I said earlier in the game that Monco's going to have to do. They're going to have to really put pressure on Camden by going to the basket and making them foul, because 9 times out of 10, as we saw tonight, anybody from the Mustangs get into the basket, they're going to make the layup.
Yeah.
And it's very, you know, as Adriana misses her first free throw, it's very hard to kind of stop the Lady Mustangs from really getting to the basket and scoring. So essentially, you really have to foul. So right now, we'll see if she can make her second. As she does make her second, puts the Mustangs up by 14, 39-25. Mustangs lead Camden Cougars. Cougars try to respond. And number 23 goes up a rebound and tries to put up, but gets fouled by Kumba Samasa, excuse me. Cougars are going to the line, shooting 2.
I like the attempt there by Kumba to get the stop. Unfortunately, just not going to go her way. Of course, being physical on both ends of the court tonight. We'll see what the number 23 can do.
She makes her first shot. Alonza Thomas, her first bucket of the night. She's been kind of quiet lately, but she's really trying to be physical. We'll see when the fourth quarter comes around who's going to take over.
Yeah.
She makes her second free throw.
Monco, I think, adapting really well to those early defenders.
Oh, and she turns the ball over.
It's going to be a turnover for them.
And a bucket by number 30.
Nice little breakaway down the court, and immediately you see Camden setting up that
And another
push.
almost poke away as Kumba Sanasa crosses over, gives it to Ish as she tries to start making space, and she finds Alana as she misses the layup, and Molly gets fouled.
Again, this comes back to what I was saying at the beginning of this quarter. Molly being exactly where she needs to be at the right time.
That's right.
Able to pick up for her friend, and she'll get the foul. Of course, we want the bucket,
Looks
but
like the refs are starting to discuss something else some more.
might be about the foul itself.
Oh, so I think they might be calling it on the floor. Oh, they call it technical foul is called, right? So a technical foul is called on Camden. I think it might be on the coach, if I'm not mistaken. So Molly will be shooting not only 2 shots, but an additional 2 because of the technical foul. And then that also puts them in the double bonus. So anytime they go to the line, they're going to be shooting 2.
All right.
She makes her first shot of the night, her first shot of the quarter. First free throw, Makes her second. And now Kumba is going to be shooting 2 for the foul. I think they might have did that backwards.
I think they might have done that a little bit backwards because Molly was the one who was fouled there.
So I think Kumba should have been the one. I'm not sure. I don't.
I think obviously. I think they shot the fouls first, and now they're going to shoot the
technical. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yes.
It sounds like the right order in my head, just how events transpired.
Right.
So,
Kumba
missing
her first free throw.
Yeah.
And let's see if she can capitalize on her second. Let's see if.
Yeah, not a whole lot of time left in this quarter. Minute 25 remaining. Mustangs up by 12 now. Or
and
13.
The Mustangs keep the possession. So now the Mustangs will get the ball out of bounds. Let's see if they could capitalize and extend the lead. 42-29. Mustangs are up here in the third quarter with just under a minute and a half to go.
You see Ish there. Ball sent pretty much all the way back down.
And a turnover. And another turnover by Camden. They have had over 20 turnovers tonight, and they just keep turning the ball over.
Yeah, I mean, from the Camden perspective, they're trying to, keep that ball just trucking upfield, get a couple of fast breaks there, and unfortunately, just a couple logistical simple mistakes.
And as Sanag almost gets trapped in the middle of the court, they was able to get it to Asiana and almost turn over the ball over. And what a bucket by Kumba Sanasa. She has 15 points on the night.
Kumba using some great extension there as we reach the last minute of this quarter.
Number 34 throws up a prayer, and it is and another foul is called. And it looks like the Camden coach is really upset about this. Seems that, I think the argument is that there wasn't a foul or whatnot or something's off.
I don't know.
I know Isha looks like she's having some kind of cramping issues.
Yeah, a little bit slow to get up there. She's looked great throughout this entire game so far, so you'd hate to lose her if you were a Mustang.
Yeah, and that
obviously with the roster as small as it is, sitting at 8, every player plays such a pivotal and important part as she'll go to the free throw line.
Shooting 2. And that was a great shot by our camera crew to be able to identify what's going on with Isha. She shoots up her and misses her second foul. It looks like she's having some cramping issues, which I think she might want to,
especially for the last 45 seconds.
Step out for a few seconds or something, or just stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, with 44 seconds left in this quarter, obviously she's got to shoot these 3 throws. Hopefully,
she makes her first one as she heads down the court, and she's feeling it right now.
And she's getting right back into the rhythm a little bit, so we'll see what she can do here on the defend.
And is missed, and she gets a rebound. What a great rebound.
They're going to get right up in her face.
Dump ball. And it stays Monco possession. 45-29, Mustangs are up 16
I really like this toughness out of the sophomore.
Facts.
Ish. Looking great, especially on the court. Still jogging up the court, running up the court, not letting a little bit of pain stop her in the last 26 seconds.
Foul called, another foul. Oh, a traveling call is called. Turnover by the Mustangs. As Coach Collins going to send in Rachel Dunn back in for Sanaa as she turns the ball over. Another traveling call. But Sanaa's just having to fight. She's just going to have to fight and continue to play her game.
And she's going to be that first little bit of pressure that Camden's going to see coming in the last 20 seconds of the quarter now.
As Camden's trying to find some open looks, players, number 10's trying to find what a great pass. And, number 23 just misses it over the right foot. And Rachel turns the ball over.
Both teams going back and forth.
And throws up a three and makes it. What a great shot by number 34 into the third quarter, Julia, with her first three of the night.
Yeah, I think it's a nice little punctuation mark on this quarter. It's been a lot of back and forth between these two teams.
Yes.
But 34, Julia, she's been going for those threes. I believe this is her first one of the night, if I'm not incorrect. Yeah. But obviously not breaking under pressure, looking incredible so far tonight. And as we go into this fourth quarter, the score 45-32, Mustangs on top, looking to take a little bit of revenge to the Camden Cougars in the last 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, and that's going to be the specialty thing. It all comes down to this. The fourth quarter, how bad do you want it? How bad do you need it? And the Mustangs looking to capitalize on this fourth quarter. And that's one thing that the Mustangs are going to have to do. Like I said, all game long, they're going to have to continue to put their foot on the gas pedal because Camden, as we know, they are the ones that always come back and spoil the good news. But it looks like Coach Collins is kind of sitting their girls down and be like, hey, listen, ladies, we got to continue to keep the ball. These turnovers, nonsense. We have to continue to make our baskets and just make smart plays. Yeah,
I'm really interested to see how this last quarter pans out. Of course, the physicality that we've seen between these two teams so far, obviously playing a little bit of a toll on Ish towards the end there.
Yeah, with a little
Suller got up a little bit slowly. Yeah. She's currently in the game. They'll put her back in, which I'm excited to see. She looked like all she needed to do was work out that leg a little bit, get it moving, get the blood flowing, and just kind of say, all right, the pain's there. I can play with this. So I'm still putting up some good points, still forcing some turnovers and looking pretty good so far. So it looks like Camden's going to inbound the ball here. 34 will have possession.
The last 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Can the Mustangs hold on to this lead? 45-32, up by 13 on Camden. Or can Camden do the impossible again and come back and beat the Mustangs at the Mustangs?
Yeah, like a little bit of good defense there from Molly, a little good defense from Isaiah.
And the jump ball is called. Mustang possession. What a great defense by Anaja. She has definitely been just hands-on all game long.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can really say that about any of the Mustangs here, but especially her, as she's just been in their faces all night long. It's upfield for Ish.
She gets the balls. They were able to get over, slow the ball down is what Coach Collins is trying to do for our ladies. She throws up, and Molly gets a rebound and puts it back up. What a fadeaway shot.
Again, Molly is right there for that rebound, able to bring it back in.
If you need a play done, she's the one to play that's going to do it.
She's been underneath that basket all night long, and it has paid dividends for the Mustangs.
What an answer by number 10 of the Cougars, Brianna Kimball. Way to go, east coast to coast.
It's a name that you've been hearing a lot of tonight.
Camden gets the ball with 9 minutes left. 47-34, still down by 13. Can they cut down this lead and get it into single digits? Oh, another three by number 34. Puts it in.
And she has found her rhythm.
Puts it down by 10 with her second three of the night.
Yeah, and you see that down court from 34. Julia, she's, of course she's been shooting from that angle a lot, and she's just starting to hit her shot. So obviously Mustangs are going to have to switch up her defense and see exactly what they can do.
And almost turnover by Anaja, sends it over to Kumbas. She sends it back to her. Baby A swings it over to Ish, sends it over to Rachel, and she calmly passes it over to Ish. She's trying to look for something.
Tries to find her lane and not able to on that occasion. Another turnover for the Mustangs.
And they missed the layup. Oh, what a miss by number 5 of Camden, Isabella Boyle.
Yeah, I will say these fast breaks for Camden have not worked out for them tonight.
And what a shot by Kumba as she misses
so
the three.
close, just
what
off
a big
the
three
rim.
would have been if she would have made that, knocked it down.
2 minutes into this final quarter right about now. It's a 10-point game.
Oh, and a foul's called on Kumba of the Mustangs, sending number 23 of the Cougars, Alonza Thomas, to the line.
Yeah, for the first time in a while, I think we're going to get back to an under 10-point deficit if these shots go the way of the Cougars. So, of course, keeping this game close as possible toward the end.
Let's see if she can capitalize on these free throws here. First shot's up, and it's good. Puts the Cougars in single digits now.
Yamanko trying all they can. You can hear them getting loud in the. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but we can certainly hear them getting loud in the stands.
And it goes up, and she misses her second shot, but makes her first as Kumba Sanasa gets her rebound, and Baby A swings it over to Ish as Ish comes up the floor, swings it back to her. Just trying to find this little gap in the defense as Baby A swings it over to Ish, and she swings it to Rachel. Rachel slowly drives to the basket and shoots. What a rebound by number 23 of the Cougars, Alonza Thomas. She's really coming alive in this fourth quarter. Oh, and number 34, it looks like she was about to shoot, but she drives. And a charge is called. What a way to step in there, Rachel Dunn, and get the turnover.
I like that physicality from Rachel. I mean, we've seen Julia in the paint, outside the paint as well, on the edge of the 3 line.
So Kyla comes in for Kumba Sanasa. It's a great turnover and charged by Rachel.
Bonko keeping that ball moving.
They get it over the half-court line. Asiana tries to find open space. 3 women on her. And she turns the ball over.
That wasn't a whole ton that she was able to do there. She was just trying to keep it in bounds.
Almost a travel call. Almost, and what a shot by number 5 of Camden, Isabella Boyle, as now they're down 7. 6 minutes left, 6.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Can the Mustangs continue to extend the lead? Or will the Cougars hoop on their party? And a foul's called by number 34.
You see her getting in there, getting aggressive.
Yeah, just too aggressive.
When you're running these 2-man teams, you can pull the aggression back a little bit because just having 2 people there is pressure enough sometimes. We'll see what the Mustangs can do to capitalize off of this, hopefully grow their lead yet again. Cougars have looked good on defense so far in this second half. Mustangs with the screen.
Oh, Molly, what a great shot.
Molly, exactly where she needs to be again.
What a great shot. What a great eyes by Ish to be able to look up and give Molly the ball. You know, Molly's not afraid to shoot the ball even if it hands up in her face.
Again, you saw this a couple of times with the first half here, but Molly kind of being that invisible presence sometimes. You just forget where she is sometimes, and she'll show up, and you never like where she's standing at that point if you're a fan of the Cougars.
And the shot is up, and it's no good. Air ball by the Cougars, number 30, Pons de Varus.
I think it was a little bit of a smart play at the top of the key, of course, not able to execute there.
It was a good look, yeah, and that's one thing about the Cougars. They will get good open shots. It's just really hard to knock it down. That's one thing that they have some issues with from time to time. Mustangs come out with the ball. Hopefully they can get it over before the time runs up. As Baby A got the ball over the half-court line and sends it to Ish, as Ish uses the screen from Molly. foul called by the Cougars. Number 2 of the Cougars, Erica. She tries to step in for the charge, but might have not got her footing correct.
Yeah.
So Mustangs will get the inbound the ball on the baseline.
Again, this lineup tactic from the Mustangs, we see them all kind of lining up there, and then they'll spread out for the play itself.
Looks like we might have some issues on the table. Oh, I think she has 5 fouls. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Is that?
Yeah, 5. Is that on? That's on Erica, correct?
Yeah, that's going to be her 5th foul of the game. And it looks like she's going to be out of the game with her 5th foul.
And she's been a pretty physical presence for
the Mustangs,
she's been
for the Cougars.
Yeah, for the Cougars. She's been very physical for them. So, losing a starter like Erica could mean quite a bit. Obviously, they have to pull Julia back off the bench. I think she got onto the bench as well, so not a lot of time to rest for Julia.
Nope.
And she's been one of the top shooters in the second half for
Camden.
But
great shot by Rachel Dunn. 13 puts the Mustangs up by 11 again.
Nice
here come the pressure by the Mustangs. What a spin move by the Cougars, and number 10 of the Cougars. And great defense by Molly. And Rachel gets in there and tries to steal the basketball. Looks like we call a jump ball. Possession stays with the Cougars.
And again, you saw the Montgomery Mustangs adapt to Julia a little bit on that outside perimeter, trying to prevent her from getting any type of shot off in that area that, she scored 6 from. Or two shots, 6 points.
Kumba Sanasa, as Cougars get to inbound the ball. Like number 10, number 30 is going to, looks like she was about to shoot, and what a pass by number 23. What a great look by 34 as Rachel stepped in and she passed it over to number 23, the Cougars, Alonza Thomas.
Yeah.
Now the Mustangs are
switching up that playbook just a little bit here in the 4th quarter, halfway through it now.
Looks like Asiana is trying to just maintain the ball and just get, the Mustangs a bucket. Oh, looks like, look at that. Said,
what are we talking about here?
I don't know why they are not boxing out Molly. She is continuously getting offensive rebounds after offensive rebounds and putbacks after putbacks. And another 3 goes up by number 34 as she misses this one. Molly with the rebound. That's her 10th rebound of the night. And a timeout is called by Coach Collins. Mustangs, 4:13 left. 53-42, Mustangs are up by 11.
I think when we look back at this game holistically, especially as we're now halfway through this 4th quarter, I think one of the biggest presents on the court that you barely even notice until the ball's in her hands is
right.
Molly.
Yeah.
But, she was great defensively. She's been great defensively, throughout the second half, but I thought she had a great defensive first half. And then, anytime you see someone under the basket, it's just been incredible. So we're about to see a replay here.
Yeah, so we'll see as we see Asiana airballs and Molly gets a rebound. Just perfect. As you can see the position that Molly was in, she comes in, gets the rebound, and goes back up.
Exactly. And I think that this truly speaks to the ability that they have sometimes to maximize off of those shots, but also to understand one another. Molly's understanding the play, and she understands, okay, my friend's about to shoot the ball. This is where it's probably going to land if it doesn't go through.
Right.
So, it gives them it puts up some great opportunities with 4 minutes and 7 seconds left in this game.
Oh, a travel call. Yep. See, that's one thing that a lot of people, now, for you folks at home watching this, a lot of people will call that, they were like, oh, that's not a travel, blah, blah, blah. When it comes to the NJCAA, if you jump in the air and don't land on 2 feet, you're going to get called travel. So if you do a 1-2 step, and what a bucket by number 10 of the Cougars, Brianna Kimball, what a great response to that. So like I was saying, if you don't come down on both feet at the same time, they're going to call travel, because that's just how the junior college rules are here. And it's almost a turnover is the Mustangs were able to get it over the second court.
Each now with possession.
And Kuba, what a shot by Kuba, and what a rebound by Rachel. And she goes up and gets another bucket. That's the one thing about the Mustangs they have improved on from last year is being able to get their own rebound. And a blocking foul is called, on Asiana number 3 of the Mustangs, which she really didn't need to do that because the Cougars were having issues with keeping the ball in their hands. So
Yeah.
we'll see how the Cougars can respond on this.
3 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's an 11-point game.
It's
getting tight.
There you go. Cougars come down with the ball. Let's see if they can respond to that. And she just puts up a prayer almost, and looks like
I like these rebounds.
Camden
Ball's
with
going to
the
go
ball.
back to the Cougars here. You see the Mustangs there both with their hands up, just trying to make sure that
Trying to make a play.
they're not costing any points
Yeah.
on fouls
Yeah.
here, especially as you get into the last 3 minutes of this game. It's going to be one of the most important parts here. Julia yet
a foul's
again,
called
and it's a foul.
On Molly, just trying to keep, Julia has a wide frame, so it's easier for her to get into the paint because a lot of the Mustangs are kind of smaller.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of hard to defend that, especially when you're about to go up.
Yeah, that
and Molly comes down with the foul.
The physicality from Julia in the paint has been, a key asset to the Cougars so far, making it a 10-point game now.
As she makes her first free throw. And I might add, Julia Mondonando is one of their best players. Their best shooter of the team as she shoots her second and makes it.
And a nice little shot from her. And again, she's not just great on offense as a sharpshooter or someone who could drive into the paint. We've seen her on defense consistently causing issues for the Mustangs, even if it's just a couple of seconds off the shot clock,
Almost.
as they'll bring it back up.
As Asiana almost loses the ball, but was able to maintain possession. As she passes to Rachel, and a foul's called. Almost went in. What a great response by Rachel Dunn to just get the ball in the air as number 34 from the Cougars, Julia, swipes down to try to block the ball.
Yeah, and with just under 3 minutes to play, the physicality again takes another step.
Rachel Dunn's heading to the line, shooting 2. See if she can extend the Mustangs' lead, and she makes her first shot.
Yeah. Starting sophomore for the Montgomery Mustangs. Truly left her mark on this program. She's been excellent here tonight and throughout her years with the team.
Goes up and makes her second shot of the night, putting the Mustangs up 11 once again as Camden tries to make a response to the Mustangs.
In the last 2
And
minutes.
they turn the ball over. Rachel Dunn with the steal. She swings it over to Ish as Ish looking to make a play. And
Getting
Rachel-
into the last 2.5 minutes of the battle for the Ben Franklin as these two teams continue to trade blows.
Oh, and there goes another 3 by,
Ah.
oh, what a rebound by Rachel Dunn, and she puts up the 2.
And a great rebound. Again, you saw Molly there, but Rachel able to get up to the ball, grab it, and a nice little grab and toss up.
And as number 10 shoots up the 3 and misses it, as Molly gets a rebound.
And again, Mustangs looking really great.
Oh,
Molly
and they turn it
Rachel
back
both.
over again. And what a great pass by 34 Julia as she misses, as number 30, Pondy misses the, there's an offensive foul called on Asiana.
And, Julia really standing like a tree there, trying to take the hit. And, again, a ramp up from the physicality.
Yeah,
The
that was,
physicality from these two
definitely-
teams,
Looks like the timeout is called.
the athletic.
Timeout is called?
Yeah, I think
Looking
so.
to-
Not quite sure where the timeout's coming from, but again, the physicality from both of these teams, the athleticism, I think, from both of
Yeah.
these teams to take the hits that they're taking, to dish out the hits that they're
Yeah.
dishing out as well on offense, on defense, whatever it may be, it really speaks to the testament between these two teams. It's a 13-point game with a minute 45 left on the clock. As they continue just to trade these blows and continue to fight with such ferocity on both sides of the ball, it's incredible.
Yeah, and as you see, Coach Collins of the Mustangs is trying to motivate her team to keep telling them to keep pushing, keep fighting. We got a minute and 45 left, 45 minutes left. A minute 45. Getting tongue-tied here, man. This is crazy. Left. Even though they're up by 13, they're not going to let any of the gas pedal loose at all because this is going to solidify. Now, I might also add, this is going to solidify the number 1 seed in the region as of right now. So,
Yeah.
as you guys know, March Madness is coming up with just a few weeks away. The Region 19, this could determine a big factor for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of key aspects to this game, a lot of key aspects to both of these teams, and a huge amount of story between the two of them this season.
Yeah.
Last minute, 40 seconds. Camden with the ball.
And what great defense by the Mustangs as they allow, and the ball poked out. It looks like it's out of bounds. Mustang ball. Coach Collins is definitely fired up for her team, just trying to keep the pressure on, continue to fight, continue to run, continue to push, and almost was turned over by Kumba Sanasa. She gives it to Baby A, and she swings it over to Rachel. Rachel holds the ball, and she is going to just hang on to it, just take as much time off the clock as they can to solidify this win over Camden.
12 seconds left on that shot clock, so they're going to have to make
a foul
move.
Called by number 23 at Camden, Alonza Thomas. One more foul, and it puts the Mustangs at the line.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it is going to put them at the line. Yep, they were shooting two.
I like this out of the Mustangs. And I like this out of Camden. I mean, both teams are just trying everything at this point. Number 23 again, fairly physical there.
As Kumba makes her first free throw. Let's see if she can capitalize and make her second.
Yeah, Mustangs want to re-extend that lead to 15 with 1:10 left on the clock. Try to put this game into a secure position.
She makes her second shot.
There it is.
Here we go. Camden's trying to respond as they get the ball over.
Yeah, they're going to try to charge upfield as fast as possible there.
Oh, and she almost traveled and almost turns the ball over, and she does. And a foul is called. Mustang balls. Taisha going to the line.
Yeah,
Shooting to 61-46. Mustangs looks like they're going to take this game away.
Yeah, and with 1:01 on the clock, you see that shift from Camden. We saw it in the last minute or so, but truly it's ramped up to a fever pitch at this point of this speed, this aggression that we want to see out of Camden so they could try to put points on the board, take down this deficit. You know, they still want to come away with this game from a win no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Each throws up misses her first free throw. Kind of keeps the cool.
I love the calm demeanor that the Mustangs have had throughout this entire game, throughout this entire arc. You know, throughout this physicality, it can be easy to let yourself go to the anger, you know, to all that brings. And sometimes people need that to play the game.
Yeah, as she misses her second straight free throw. Camden gets the rebound, tries to push the ball, and she sends it over to number 10, and she throws it up and misses another one.
Yeah, the final minute of this game.
Rachel gets the rebound. Way to send it up. She sends it to Baby A, and she throws it. What a pass to Molly, as Molly makes the layup.
There you go.
And that might solidify the win for the Mustangs with 35 seconds left. 63-46, Mustangs up by 17.
Yeah, and you know, as we get into the final 30 seconds of this game.
She gets a push. Oh, man.
Julia getting
East is on the stands.
Yeah, getting physical there.
Getting out of hand.
"24 seconds away from a win, a 19-2 season. And the chance to put yourself into the top 15. I mean, that's the most important thing right now is, you know, getting that rank, becoming a ranked team.
For the first time in school history, I might add. This is a historic season, and I gotta say this. What Coach Collins has done to the Lady Mustangs has really just solidified her as a coach, as a GOAT. She's a GOAT. She's a GOAT. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And she has just every season gotten her team better to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. And now they're on their way to winning not only the EPAC, well, they just won the EPAC last week, beating Northampton at Northampton, I might add, but also winning the Region 19 as East missed her second free throw. But Coach Collins has really just breathed life into her players. And it's just been an amazing sight being able to I've been following this team all season long. And every game, they just got a lot better and better and better and better and better. And I'm just so proud of not just Coach Collins, but the Lady Mustangs for continuing to fight, continuing to just be who they are. And with just a few games left of the season, the Mustangs, they might go ahead and win the region.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want them to do. Obviously, this, I've been calling it the Battle of the Ben Franklin. And, in this occasion, it's looking like it's going to go the way of the Mustangs. I think that's a really important thing. Get a nice little win at home, as we get into the last little stretch of this season. And, set the tone. Going into the playoffs, trying to win the region.
As Kumba gets the rebound, as she heads back up court.
A little bit of open
slows it
air.
down a little bit. As Baby A throws it over to Molly again. Oh, what a bump fake by Molly. Oh, my goodness.
And Molly.
Come on, Molly.
Molly, the invisible. I mean, they
What
just
a
never
play.
see her coming on offense. And it's been something that's been fun
That's
to
gonna be
watch.
it. And what a block. What a way to end the game.
And that,
Wow, what a block.
that is it.
65 to 47. The Mustangs take down the number 15th ranked Camden Cougars. And what a way to play the game. I mean, that was just sensational. Sensational.
Yeah, truly a special day for Monco, becoming ranked for the first time in school history. Not quite sure what that rank is going to be. I believe
It might put them at 14, or it might put them at 15, might put them at 14, but we'll see what the committee ended up, because they already have votes in the national rankings anyway.
Got it.
So they might end up just swapping spots from what, but
you know what?
depending on how this, I mean, they won 65 to 47. I mean, at that point, they might get more votes, but we'll see what the committee, sees over the next week. But just a tremendous game by the Lady Mustangs, 65-47, as I say the score again. Coach Khan moves up to 17-2 now on an overall record, and it looks like the Lady Mustangs might end up taking the Region 19 for their own. We're not trying to share. We're not trying to do none of that. We're trying to take it all for ourselves. So.
Yeah, and we're going to get to the highlights of this
and as
game
we see,
right now.
East goes into the middle. I see off the backboard. Just a great. And then Molly just shoots a great shot up there. I mean, they just do a fantastic job of getting rebounds. As you see again, Molly again with a rebound as she gets up. And it's just amazing to see how the work ethic that they put into it. As Kuma Sanaa just go ahead and put that two in there as well.
Yeah,
so it's just a great, great.
Molly, Ish. All three of them really key, pivotal players in this game. We just saw another replay from Molly there. And
it's a great coup by the Cougars. They're trying to fight back, as you saw. Number 2, Erica puts a 2, but then Ish makes it 2 as a response from the pass. And what a pass by Kumba to Molly as she makes that second bucket. And Kumba was just going crazy.
And
so next up,
game for
we got
Mustangs.
the men's basketball team facing off against Salem at 7 o'clock. Lady Mustangs 65, Cougars 46. Coming up next here in the next 20 minutes, we got the Mustangs men's basketball taking on Salem County Community College. Stay tuned for a great matchup. Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of the game tonight. The men's basketball is going to be taking on Salem County Community College. My name is Donnell. I'm here with my partner in crime, JD Salzberg, my man. And they're getting ready to do the sophomore presentations of the men's basketball team. We just saw JD, also known as John Denolfi, and now they got Basil Saunders. And they're going to be presenting some more sophomores as well. And we're going to take a look at them and celebrate them for now until the game gets started. Jaden Williams coming down with his parents. He's his second season as a Mustang. Frankie St. Tildor, second year, walking with his brother, Zay. Brother and his mom. Sean has come down with his family, the last sophomores. He'll be making some big plays in the school he goes to. We have one more sophomore coming up. Also known as John. Comes down with his family. And his little kid, little man. Great shot by the camera crew there as we get ready to head off and get started with the lineups. Shout out to all the sophomores who put in the hard work and the time and dedication, blood, sweat, and tears throughout this Mustang journey. And we're going to get ready to do the lineups here and get this game going.
These Mustangs definitely ready to go. A big win just a couple of minutes ago for the Lady Mustangs and getting a win over the Camden Cougars. That final score, I believe it was 65 to 43, 46.
Oh, final score for the last game. Excuse me. 45 to or 65 to 47. Excuse me.
65 to 46. Yeah.
foul.
Number 15, Xavier Bridgerton. Number 24, Akeem Taylor. And finally, number 22, Yaheem Spencer. The Oaks were coached by Mike Green and assisted by Thomas Wilkinson. And now, put your hands together for the first up, number 2, Sean Ellinger. Number 4, the Seagull Sounders. Number 23, Jalen Williams. Number 30, Frankie Sophomore. And finally, number 35, John DeLope. The Mustangs are coached by Brad Prince and assisted by Pete Jenner and Levi Shreve. Let the games begin.
As we continue to get this game going. We are back here and getting ready to start this game off with the men's basketball here at Montgomery County Community College inside the Health Sciences Center. And this is the Mustang Arena. We're here for a big game. The Mustangs are going to be taking on Salem County Community College. I don't know what to call their Mustang or their mascot, but it's
I'm going to call it the Mighty Oaks.
The Mighty Oaks,
it's
I guess.
An acorn.
Acorn,
So, like,
okay,
do I
all
call
right.
them the Acorns at that point? I mean, I'm just going to call them the Mighty
Call
Oaks.
the Mighty Oaks. Yeah, we'll go with that. So we're going to look at see how things shape out. You know, the Mustangs are ranked 5th in the nation by if people didn't know. But so they're going to go ahead and get the ball, the tip off here as Basil Saunders gets the ball and sets up his team. Sends it over to Jaylon, and he gets it over to JD, as right now it looks like they're just doing motion right now. And Sil Saunders gets in the basket, and a traveling call.
We saw this.
Saunders. Yeah, we saw this last game.
We saw
Yeah,
this
did.
playing the women's game. So definitely off to the start that we were kind of thinking of.
As Salem, the Mighty Oaks start the ball possession. See how they respond to that travel turnover as number 24 misses it from Salem. Akeem Taylor, as Sean Effinger gets the ball and heads back over to Seal as he gets the ball back. Frankie gets the ball over to Jaylon as he goes to the basket and he misses the layup.
Great little drive there from the Mustangs, unfortunately unfruitful.
And as Frankie gets the rebound off the miss from number 32, Janine Spencer of Salem.
And again, a little bit of back and forth to start off this game. No scores as of yet. Mustangs looking to put themselves on the board.
Oh, Frankie, what a pump fake by Frank. Sends it over to Sean Effinger. What a great pass and look by Frankie St. Tildor to Sean Effinger for the three.
Yeah, fantastic way to set the tone of this game if you're a Mustang. Nice little three from the top of the key.
As Mighty Oaks try to find space and get around the traveling call. Turnover by Salem. Marco wants to keep their foot under pressure. Here comes the press break from Salem on the Mustangs. Mustangs are able to get it over. Send it over to JD for the three. Bang! John Denolfi, number 35 for the three. Open it wide open
Yeah,
to the start of this game.
A great corner three from JD. Exactly what you want to see if you're a Mustang fan. Starting off this game, Mighty Oaks trying to find their footing.
And what a great response by number 32 for Salem, Janeem Spencer.
Yeah, Mighty Oaks starting to lay down some roots in this game. So we are a couple of minutes in to this first.
As the Mustangs, looks like a foul was called. Number 32, Jakeem Spencer with the foul. As the Salem Mighty Oaks try to find the right balance to be able to beat the Mustangs. And the Mustangs, by the way, are also trying to make history this season by becoming back-to-back Region 19 champs for the first time in school history. So last year they won the region off a last-second shot by JD's brother, Chris Dinolfi, over in Morris. And JD with another three goes up and just misses it off the side of the background as Frankie St. Tildor tries to get the rebound and hustles the play. But yeah, so they win the region last year in Monaco, and they go to New York, to Hickenmeyer, New York, and they end up getting 6th place in the national tournament, which was the first time it's ever happened in the school's history. So now this year they're looking to not only go farther, but also possibly win a national championship. And what a foul by Frankie St. Tildor. Try to maintain defense. I think they're going to be shooting 2. Yeah, he's going to be shooting 2. Number 5 for the Mighty Oaks, Tyrese Fortune. See if he can capitalize, and he makes his first shot.
A great start to this game by both teams. A couple of turnovers by both teams, but I think at the end of the day, they've both kind of shown their physical nature.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what a great shot by number 5 of Salem, Tyrese Fortune, as the Salem tries to do a press break, but Mustangs are able to capitalize on it. And a dunk by Sean Effinger. He is really going to take over tonight's game.
Yeah, that ability to get down into the paint, get that ball up top and slam it down for 2. It's a fun way to set the tone with 16 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half.
And what a tip block by Frankie St. Tildor. He got the rebound. He's sent it over to Basil as he comes across court, and he makes a move and heads to the basket and makes the layup.
What a layup from number 4.
Basil Saunders with a bucket. 10-4, Mustangs up with 16 and a half left here in the first half. And what a 3 shot by Salem, and he misses the 3.
That's
Number 15, Xavier tries to make a play, and Sean tries to get to the basket, but a foul's called. And that's something that the Mustangs are going to have to do here to really make a statement, is to get up big, keep the momentum going, and continue to fight for this win. As number 2 of the Mighty Oats, Tamir Powell, comes in for number 15, Xavier. And almost a turnover as JD kind of keeps his legging, sends it over to Jaylon as Jaylon gets it to Basil Saunders to set up a play that they got with 18 seconds on the shot clock left. Let's see what the Mustangs can do. Basil Saunders pulls up for 3, and he misses it off the side of the rim. As Salem comes down and gets the rebound as they try to make the play happen. And number 2 just misses the layup.
Nice little rebound there from JD. He'll pass it off to number 23, Jaylon.
And a foul is called on the floor by Salem, number 5 with the foul, Tyrese Fortune.
Yeah, already 3 fouls for the Mighty Oaks.
Yeah.
1 for number 32, 1 for number 11, and 1 for number 5. Meanwhile, Frankie, only one of the Mustangs currently with the foul, almost 5 minutes into this game.
As we go to, looks like an ISO situation happening for Sean Effinger as they get the swing and the switch, and he switches over with a 3, step back 3. Misses off the side of the rim, or side of the backboard, excuse me.
Like in the rebound
JD gets
from
a
the Mustangs.
rebound as he sends it off to Sean Effinger. And it looks like JD wanted to shoot that, but he knew kind of smart move to just pump fake and get the ball out. Basil Saunders comes up. Looks like a carrying call by Basil Saunders at the first. I've never seen that one in a while. That call in a while. But you know, if you carry, you carry. You know, it's all good. It's going to be their first turnover of the night for the Mustangs. Oh, second turnover of the night, excuse me. And looks like Salem's want to try to set up a play to get some of their players in the game.
Yeah,
what a pro hop by number 5 of the Mighty Oats, Tyrese Fortune. Way to get in there and make the bucket.
And Fortune, we've seen him before, scored a couple of other points earlier in the quarter. So again, they're trying to get themselves back on the board. It's a 4-point deficit right now. Mustangs looking to extend that. Drive to the basket.
And what a great shot by Naeem, number 33 of the Mustangs. He is just definitely coming alive this second half of the season. 12-6, 14 minutes left in the first half. What a three by number 5. Back-to-back buckets. Tyrese Fortune is really coming alive here in the last few minutes. And here goes JD for 3. And he misses off the side of the rim. What great rebound by Basil Saunders. We're able to get the ball back and restart their own play. Basil Saunders with the, and almost looks like he got fouled, but refs are going to let him play. As Salem gets, and number 11 sends up a prayer from the top of the, that was like 30 feet there almost.
I was going to say, we're about from the logo out there.
Yeah.
You know, obviously no one really out there defending him because they're not expecting the shot as much, I don't think. You know, off the top of the rim, that thing goes out of bounds. But so it's going to go Mustangs possession. So a little bit more harm than good in that scenario.
And don't get it twisted. He would definitely pull up from that angle and even farther out if he has to. Naeem gets the ball, tries to make a play, gets a little crossover, and what a floater, but he misses it. And Salem grabs the ball, number 24, Hakeem Taylor with the coast-to-coast bucket.
Yeah, nice little layup from him as they will, you know, cut the lead down to 2. Getting a little bit of pressure from the Mighty Oaks.
Brings it up. It's seeming like the Mustangs just really need to kind of knock down some shots, excuse me. And Salem, the Mighty Oats, are trying to continue to put pressure on them as they continue to play solid defense.
Yeah,
5 seconds left on the shot clock as Sean Effinger passes it to John with 1 second. Great pass to Jonathan Brooks. Great assist. Oh, and the Mustangs weren't ready for it as Salem, number 5, with his 3rd bucket, Tyrese Fortune, is really coming alive the start of this.
Yeah, that
another
ball.
Turnover by Basil Saunders of the Mustangs. Giving the, okay, they didn't even turn over. It was tipped by one of the Salem players. So Mustangs will proceed to have possession.
Yeah, and Tyrese Fortune looking really good from 3 so far here tonight, keeping this game fairly close, a 1-point game now as the Mustangs retake possession to look to charge up the court and start extending a little bit of a lead here.
And that's one thing that the Mustangs are going to have to do, really find their niche and find out, you know, kind of settle in the game. Just like as we was talking last game with the Lady Mustangs, it's just, you know, settling in. You know, it's sophomore night, it's a red out, pretty big game. You know, we got the production and lights out here, you know, all the camera crews, and, you know, so it's really time for them to just kind of, you know, settle in. As they call a traveling call on Sean Effinger. Like I said, a lot of the rules in junior college is a lot different from, you know, NCAA and NBA and FIBA as well. You know, so if you're on that pivot, even if you taking your foot off that pivot zone, they're going to call travel every time.
Yeah.
So Salem tries to capitalize on that turnover. Number 11 has the ball at the top of the key for the Mighty Oats, Joshua Ramos, as he tries to find some spacing. He passes over to number 25 for Salem, and he misses off the rim. Jonathan Brooks with the rebound as he gives it to Naeem, and he goes to work. And a foul was called by number 0, Dantarius Jones, with his first foul of the night. As Darius, for the Mustangs, number 15, Darius comes in for John Denolfi. just really trying to find their way in the first half here, battling with the Mustangs. And, Salem is just trying to spoil their night.
Yeah, obviously able to charge back just a little bit here in the beginning of the first. And it's currently a 14-13 game. At one point it was 12-6. So you want to see the Mustangs continue with the pressure that you've seen with the offensive capabilities that they have. JD being able to score threes, a couple of others being able to score their threes, score their twos, and do whatever needs to be done to keep the Mustangs up in this game against the Mighty Oaks.
And Basil Saunders takes a three. Boom.
Beautiful shot from Saunders
shot by
there.
Saunders.
It's exactly what I was just talking about. And just continuing with the threes, continuing with the immense amount of pressure from beyond the free throw line. And
still by
inside the paint.
Sean Effinger as he goes up for the dunk. Slams it down.
Another
Sean Effinger with a tremendous dunk. He's been doing that all season long.
Yeah.
Really all his career really is. And a foul's called. Number 2, Sean gives up his first foul of the night.
I like what the Mustangs just did there with the last couple of possessions. That ability to just put your foot straight down through the floor. A quick 5 points to, give them a little bit of breathing room with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half.
As Salem looks to try to capitalize on this possession and get a bucket. Looks like they're just running like a motion type set. And number 2, and is a 3 seconds call.
Nice
3
way to
seconds call on Salem.
Nice kind of way to force that out if you're a Mustang. 10:32 left, 19-13. Mustangs again going to put their foot through the floor.
Sean Effinger with the ball is going to continue to put pressure on the Oaks by giving it up to Darius. Darius looks like he's about to make a play as he drives over, kicks it to Basil Saunders. Saunders playing a little bit of, gives back to Darius as a step back 3. Bricks off the side of the rim for Darius.
Oh, and a great little steal.
Basil Saunders with the dunk. What a steal by Darius to give it up to Basil Saunders and puts the Mustangs up 21-13. Just under 10 minutes left. And a tip block by Sean Effinger, and it's off of Darius' leg. Salem's ball. They keep possession.
Again, I think I'm liking the defensive side of things here.
And timeout is called. 30-second timeout by the Mustangs.
I really enjoy how the Mustangs have been playing these last couple ones, especially Saunders. A couple of three-point shots for him, a couple of dunks for him as well. He's looked really good on the night so far. So it's exciting to see his continued effort for this Monco team. And I'm excited to see what he does in the last 9 minutes and 44 seconds of this first half.
Yeah, that's one thing. And as we look at the replay here, Darius to steal, and Basil Saunders, what a dunk, one-handed. And it's just really, really neat that they could just be able to stretch the floor and just be able to, once they lose the ball, they're able to get the ball back and make a play on it.
Yeah, it's a quick play, and I think it's really heads up from both of them, from Darius and from Basil Saunders, to be in those positions that they are, but to be able to connect on that, to be able to get the dunk that they could, that's also a really important part of this game.
And here goes Salem trying to get the inbound, almost tipped by Saunders, but Salem was able to keep the possession. It's like Salem's trying to make a play as he swings it over to number 4. And a travel called on number 25. And that's another thing too. Traveling calls they call it a lot here in the junior college and JUCO in general, just because you have a little more leeway in NCAA or the NBA or pro sports. But here it's very technical. So if you get the ball and you skip or you jump in the air and dribble it, they're going to call a travel every time. So we'll see what the Mustangs can do after getting possession. As Darius gets the ball and there's a foul called on number 24 of the Mighty Oats, Hakeem Taylor.
To be his first of the night. 5 fouls so far for the Mighty Oaks, 1 per player on number 32, 11, 5, and 0.
As the Mustangs inbound the ball to Sean Effinger. Looks like he's going to drive to the basket, and he turns the ball over.
Yeah, unfortunately getting a little caught up in the dribble there. Mighty Oaks going to try to capitalize.
And it is a charge
Wow.
call. What a way to step in there to Darius and take the charge. Mustangs get the ball right back once again. Mighty Oats are having some issues with keeping the ball. The timeout is called by the Mighty Oats.
Yeah, Darius showing some great physicality on that play as he, takes the hit like a champ and, gives the Mustangs back. I believe the Mustangs are getting back possession of the ball.
Yes, so the timeout was called by the Oats, and it seems that they are really trying to just cause a little bit of havoc for the Oats of the Mustangs side. They have had 2 fantastic turnovers, and being able to capitalize on that is a big thing here in this game because Salem isn't as bad as they used to be last year when Montco went down to Salem and ended up beating them by 20. And it looks like the Oats now are a lot better team now. They just kind of have to find their way in this game and just kind of remain calm.
Yeah, Mustangs have done a great job with that so far. Really found their rhythm, especially you see it with Darius, you see it with Basil Sanders. The two of them have really connected and really have done a great job. JD as well.
And now Matt Williams is in the game as well, coming in for Sean Effinger, and the ball stolen. By number 32, Janeem Spencer, with the steal and the bucket, coast to coast.
Yeah, great heads-up play from the Mighty Oaks. As just an unfortunate little misstep from the Mustangs is going to cost them for only a second.
Naeem for 3, shoots up and misses the 3, but then Matt gets the rebound and puts it back up. He misses, and the Mighty Oats get their second rebound, second possession too as well. As number 32 passes over to number 5. And it gets stuck in the rim. Oh, man.
That is the first time I have ever seen the ball get stuck live. So I'm like, where's the ball?
And the ball stays possession. Yeah, the arrow is Salem's possession. So Salem does maintain possession.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what they can do here. Coming out from the baseline as opposed to coming in towards the net. What they're able to do is they kind of switch things up after that stuck ball situation.
Number 4 shoots a 3 and air balls, but teammate gets the rebound. They shoot up another 3 and misses again.
It was Fortune on the shot.
Yeah, with the rebound, Jonathan Brooks, and a foul is called.
Not quite sure what's going on there. 8 minutes and 5 seconds left in this half.
Okay, it looked like a shot clock issue. They had to change it from. Looks like it didn't move, so they changed it to 30 to 26 seconds.
Got it. So Mustangs will still inbound the ball. That's going to be inbounded by Naeem.
And Naeem gets the ball over from Sean Effinger as he looking to make a play. As he drives to the basket, sends it over to Sean Effinger. What for 3?
Great shot from Effinger there.
Sean Effinger for 3, his second of the night.
Extending the Mustangs lead up to 9. 7:42 left in the half.
Salem is just looking to try to find an open bucket. And what great defense the Mustangs are having. Another 3 for the Oats as number 32. Oh, and a foul's called by number 15, Darius.
I like a little bit of the attempt there from Darius, but unfortunately not going to work out in his favor. Just give possession back to the Mighty Oaks.
And they turn the ball over, and Naeem with the basket, and he lays it up, putting the Mustangs up 26-15, up by 11. 7 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, I like that little layup by Naeem. Of course, he could have gone for the dunk there, but a nice little choice to go for the layup. Get
and
the ball
what
in.
a floater. What a great response by number 5 of the Mighty Oats, Tyrese Fortune. He has really been coming alive this game with 2 threes, back-to-back buckets, and he has just been amazing for the Oats.
Yeah, it's a great response to what the Mustangs have kind of put up and put on the board, keeping this game as close as possible throughout the first half as we've reached the final 7 minutes.
As Matt Williams shoots a 2 but misses off the rim. And Salem gets the rebound as they send it up for another 3. Darius with the rebound as he starts to push it up court.
That's exactly what Darius can do with this ball. He's been great in the passing game, but also great in the
And
paint
what
as he
a way
goes
to
for it.
slither and slime his way into the paint with the two.
Yeah, I'm liking that step from Darius as he puts that bucket in. Great movement into the paint.
And, okay, what a rebound by number 32, Janeem Spencer, off of number 4's missed layup, Amandrian Jones.
Yeah, pretty big fan of that rebound. Just catch and release into the basket. Again, another response to the Mustangs' aggression.
As Matt Williams swings it over to JD, and he swings it to Naeem as he tries to find a play. He hands it off to Sean Effinger with 10 seconds left on the shot clock as Sean Effinger into the basket. I'm telling you, man, he averages 21 points a game, and he is able to get to the basket whenever he wants.
Yeah, and his range has looked really good tonight as well. You talked about those couple of
And
threes, a lot of points in the
turnover.
paint as well.
Yeah, I think a timeout is called by Salem.
Yeah, I think it's a nice time for them to sit back, regroup. 5:28 left in the half, currently down by 11. So,
Just really kind of just telling this team, like, just 30-second timeout by Salem. And that's Coach Prince is on the Mustangs kind of heated because he didn't believe that no one called a timeout from Salem's bench. And as you guys can see, the cheerleaders did an amazing mount. I still don't understand how they do that, but they do an amazing job with mounting and all that stuff. It's amazing. The pyramids is remarkable.
Just that ability to balance yourself on another person. I could never. It's just not. It wouldn't work for me. That's how I crack my head open for a third.
That's right. So as you guys can see, we're having our red out tonight on our sophomore night. Some of the fans and the students coming out to support the team of the Mustangs. Shout out to our alumni who came out and all the students. As you can see, some of the fans down there are having a good time. And with their glasses on, with their cowboy hats and all the confetti and everything. It's a great moment. It's a great moment for our sophomores and those who are graduating at Montgomery County Community College.
Yeah, it really speaks volumes about this team, not only as just people, but also, the spirit that they bring to this program and the amount of community that they bring to this school to be able to come out here, have a house as packed as it is, and just to come out and create some fun basketball on both sides of the ball.
Yep. Salem inbounds the balls. They look to capitalize after that timeout on number 11. Shoots another three from 30 feet away. He's just so used to that. As Basil Saunders goes up and gets fouled, he's going to be shooting two at the line. They're going to call it on number 5. Oh, excuse me, number 10. Number 10 of the Mighty Oaks, Tavion Wolford, his first foul of the night.
And the 6th foul on the night for the Mighty Oaks. 7th foul on the night for the Mighty Oaks.
Yeah, so Seal Saunders misses his first free throw. Hopefully he can capitalize on the second. And now the Mustangs are in the bonus. So every time they get fouled, they go 1-1. And he makes the second, putting the Mustangs up by 12. 31-19 with just 5 minutes left in the first half. Let's see what Salem Mighty Oaks can do.
Yeah, let's see how they adjust to this Montco defense.
And now Steve is also checked into the game. Number 10 for the Mustangs. And Still Saunders, what a great play to be aggressive to get the rebound. As Still Saunders go up and pass it to Sean Effinger, he's going to make a play as he gets to the basket. And a traveling call on Sean Effinger, his second traveling call of the night.
Yeah, you see him go into the paint like that, and just an unfortunate situation for him on that pivot.
Yeah, because I'm sure he wants to get to the basket at will, and he wants to just make a play. So it's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I think it's not a way for him. I don't think he should get himself down because of those last two possessions. He's been really getting to the paint well.
Foul's called on the Mustangs. Looks like number 1, Matt Williams, took his first foul.
That is the 4th foul for the Mustangs.
Putting number 23 of the Mighty Oaks Jay Jordan to the line, shooting 2. He makes his first shot.
He's going to try to put this game within 10 with 4:31 left in the half with just one more shot. We'll see what he can do.
We'll shoot his second free throw, and it is good. The Mighty Oaks are down 10 points with 4.5 minutes left in the first half. 31-21, Mustangs up. Naeem gives it over to Matt Williams as he looks to make a play, and he goes up and scores a 2. What a great bucket by Naeem, number 33.
Enjoying those simple little plays from the Mustangs, re-extending their lead up to 12.
Oh, almost looks like a travel almost, but the Mighty Oaks didn't get the call. So Mustang's going to run down the basketball. Naeem's going to pull up, and Matt Williams almost got the rebound, but it looks like he got twisted around. And now Salem's getting the ball, and number 2 is going to bring it up the court. Tamir Powell. So he's trying to look to make a play. Swings it over to number 10 for Salem as he knocks down a 3. Yeah. Tavion Wolford, 4-3.
Yeah, he's looked good as well throughout the first half of this game, putting up a couple of points for the Mighty Oaks. And as we reach the last 3.5 minutes of this game, see what the Mustangs do to keep their lead afloat.
As Marcel Saunders looks to make a play, swings it over to J.D. John D'Onofrio with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Naeem looks to make a play, and he gets through the basket and makes another 2. Back-to-back buckets for Naeem, number 33 of the Mustangs.
It's a nice little shot from him. I really enjoy that movement in the paint, that ability to just kind of find that open basket no matter where you are. Again, re-extending the lead.
And the Mighty Oaks look to, and there goes another shot from long distance, number 11. He's 0 for 3 right now from deep.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of shots from distance for the Mighty Oaks.
Again, goes to the basket. He has 6 straight points in the last minute. And great defense by the Mustangs as the Mighty Oaks try to look to find an open basket. And the block by Sean Effinger.
Great
as he gets the block
by Sean.
And he heads over to the lane. Looks like he's trying to make a play. And with a pass to Naeem for 3. And he misses the 3 ball as the Mighty Oaks got the rebound. And a block again by Sean Effinger, his second straight block of the night. Tamir Powell tried to just get in there and just, make a play. Sometimes you just got to be a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
Get a little more calcium, maybe drink some milk. No, I kid.
Maybe you can in the half, and then it'll come back a little bit stronger.
It looks like Salem's going to be inbounding the ball, and he shoots up, and he gets fouled by Basil Saunders, sending number 5 of Salem, Tyrese Fortune, to the line. I'm telling you, he's a big player. He's a big part of this team. He has made some big buckets over this first half.
Yeah, he's looked really good from 3. He's looked really good from 2. A couple of foul shots as well. Mm-hmm. And I think he's really going to be a thorn for the Mustangs as this game continues on. 2 minutes left
as he makes his
in the first half.
Free throw. Makes his first one. See if he can capitalize on the second and make this one. And that one is in. Salem's going to put a little more pressure on the Mustangs. Just under 2 minutes left in the first half. 37-26. Mustang lead Salem.
And we'll see Basil Sanders with the ball yet again, just outside that 3 range.
Over to Basil Sanders. What a pull-up, too. And a bucket.
Wow. Nice little shot from him.
And Salem looks like they're going to respond. Number 32 shoots a rim, misses it. Janeem Spencer misses the free throw. Sean Effinger gets the rebound. Looks like Basil Saunders might be cramping a little bit. And Sean Effinger gets in there and dunks another one.
I don't think the Mighty Oaks were expecting that one at all from Effinger, but he's able to bring it in and able to put a couple of extra points on the board.
And number 15 shoots up a 3. Off the glass and misses it. Naeem gets the rebound.
Mighty Oaks have not looked good from 3 tonight so far, especially from deep as well.
Oh, and it looks like a foul, but they didn't call the foul. Naeem tries to get back. And Salem, substitute number 2, Tamir Powell with the coast-to-coast layup.
Yeah, just under a minute left, 41-28 your score right now. Monco really doing well right now to try to end this first half on a high note. A lot of points for them on the board in the last minute or two.
With just under 40 seconds left in the first half, Marcel Saunders goes in and misses another floater. Yeah, seems to have a little hard time getting the basket in there. And one. Number 2, Tamir Powell with an and one. Foul is on number 2 of the Mustangs, Sean Effinger.
And it's going to be his second of the night. 6 fouls for the Mustangs, 7 fouls for the Mighty Oaks. But the Mighty Oaks haven't really fouled in a while. It's been, 3 to 4 minutes since they've really fouled on the ball. So they've really been able to cut back on that a little bit. Can put that in conjunction with the Mustangs, who have 3 fouls in the past couple of minutes.
And he misses his first free throw, Tamir Powell, as Matt Williams gets the rebound and brings it up court with just under 20 seconds left on the shot clock, or excuse me, on the game clock. Matt looking to get a play as he starts. 10 seconds left. And there's a foul, 5 seconds left, as Basil Saunders get the rebound and isn't able to capitalize.
Yeah, but I think it's a great way to end the quarter if you're a Mustangs fan. 41-30 your score at the half. Mustangs find themselves up over the Mighty Oaks.
And this is going to be a very interesting game to see where Coach Prince talks to his players at halftime and lets them know how they can keep their foot on the pedal. Because one thing about JUCO is just because you're up 15, 20, 30, 40 doesn't mean teams can't come back and win the game. So I'm sure Coach Prince is going into the locker room telling his kids, hey guys, look, I know we're up, but we got to keep our foot on the pedal, and we can't allow these guys to get back into this game.
Yeah, I was really enjoying the intensity out of the Mustangs in the last couple of minutes. Is absolutely fantastic from them. Really helped give them an advantage going into the half, but it also just allowed them to put them in a great position, physically playing this game.
Yeah. Score at half, 41-30. Mustangs up by 11. We'll see you guys second half.